Paper X, the complete dismantling of Paper X on this map. So really, what are Fnatic going to bring today? Do they go back to basics? Do they have something else cooked up here? This is a true test to start off this series.
Deep breaths now. This is history in the making, potentially. Fnatic flawless thus far. Same to be said for EG, but only one can walk away from this with that clean record in place. EG on that defending side, Fnatic on the attack. Let's find out who draws blood first.
So it might actually be Com setting up here for a play outside the door with a fault line, but Fnatic haven't, again, now the sound cue comes through. Demon One posted up pretty deep on this, but Dirk will be able to slip away behind the smoke.
Let's see how quickly EG can respond, because Fnatic are very quick on the pivot. This puts a lot of pressure on Boostio. Got a little bit of a setup there, but he's playing slightly in front of it, and he gets dealt with. Chronicle takes him down with ease. The side's now open. They shifted so quickly from that even just attempt at drawing out that pressure on C to this A piece, and the plant should be coming in uncontested.
Safe as well for Tree. There's a very deep position here for Boaster and Durka to be dug out of by EG. It's actually the focal point is going to become potentially through archway or ropes here.
Still a couple of smokes in play, though. They can at least allow some safe passage back through, but they got to get a move on here. A lot of positions hard to clear out for EG. Fnatic's taking very deep. Chronicle unchecked on, gets away with destroying Ethan. D1 does respond, but again, time ticking and a lot of bodies to find. Four still standing, make it against just the two now. Jorgmo and Com, nothing to be done here. Beautiful work from Fnatic. Mike, roll it back to the start of that round for me.
I mean, this is actually really interesting, though, because Boostio, it looks as if he puts an anti-plant setup. So the fact that he's looking to swing off his turret, I don't think he has any ability to retreat from this. This is a very committed position. You can see the alarm bot here on default, turret on top, and actually a nano swarm inside site here. It's all to deny the plant or buy a little time, stall out. Because again, just to come back to something that the Des touched on, Solo Omen, the strength of this composition for EG doesn't lie in retakes. We saw how long it took them to set up and wait for some of that utility to come back online and people to be in the right position.
EG trying to get a little proactive this time around. Classics in a frenzy for Demon One, but that's all she wrote. And you can see how hyper-aware Fnatic are of this, sitting very deep. We are seeing that Marshall back out, but plenty of rifles to supplement too. That's going to be handled, and they're trying to get that trap piece again. Durka does fall away, but they are very heads up about this. Fnatic looking very composed after some, I guess, of these pieces have caught teams out. EG was able to make a lot of these work very well. However, this time Durka's on the case, and the second they crest that corner, they're more than likely dead.
Have themselves a wide open A site here, other than Com. Only a classic in hand. Durka's still trying to farm up. Couple of kills here with the Marshal. We know it's usually the cornerstone of round two sort of purchase from Fnatic, but he will get an upgrade here with 4 bodies on the other side. I think rightfully so. We'll try and prioritize the showstopper progress.
It's still being quite cautious on the side. There is a player there. I think that's Com, just kind of tucked up towards the top side of the A site. Trade, not bad. That's a rifle, not completely available.
Really?
Oh God, hold on, hold on. Boostio's going nuts. There's a rifle and a Marshal now recoverable within range. Luckily for them, they've got Chronicle and Leo digging in their heels. This round should not have been a problem, and Chronicle is making that the case. Time now. Not a lot to play with, but a little bit of movement here for Demon One. What can he do? Alpha and Leo just about slipping through at the end of that door, maybe finding a little bit of a gap to work with, but listen to that clock ticking. He has to give away his position. And Alpha sitting deep. Leo making sure he's not slipped the side just yet, and now they know it. Beautifully played by Fnatic in the end, but there were dangers made there.
There wasn't actually, even here with Demon One, finding the Vandal. You almost want to see him play time here and force Fnatic to fall to the spike. Gets a Phantom and a Bulldog. Boostio.
Beautiful.
I mean, making this look like a rifle, honestly, with the second. A big gap here between Boaster and Dirk, and like I said, EG unfortunately can't actually follow through with that. Chronicle key in that regard.
They're the players you want there, though, right? Chronicle and Leo just in those sort of positions, throwing Alpha as well. Very, very safe pair of hands. Getting Fnatic to that second round here. A little bit of a different start for EG, a new conundrum to deal with. This time around, they've got that buy, though. Let's see what they've got coming out for us here. Fnatic probably going to take their time, and I told a lie. There's no time to be taken. Dirk has already taken down Boostio, and that's a C-site on a platter. Boostio, a couple of times now, getting punished early.
See as well how much control they really receive off his utility here. So it's going to pull come towards the entrance of B and also Jorgamo over towards C, but actually, preemptively, Ethan's headed this way as well. I guess on the back of Demon One's forward position on Rubble. Fnatic on the back of the opener. Probably identified the correct thing, which is actually there's a gap towards B. Retrieve the orb for the time being. Fnatic really waiting out aggression.
Dropping spike.
So taking the tour for the ults really coming through as well. Gonna get that in hand. Leo only one away now. Chronicle 2 off, building up very nicely. And there's that kind of late round aggression coming out from EG, but look at who's waiting. Chronicle so heads up from Fnatic. They knew exactly what EG wanted to achieve. Ethan, though, can't do anything about it. Alpha slides in, takes him out of this. And now, well, B was looking likely. Oh, Jorgo can't do enough. Desperate attempt, but there's still 3 alive for Fnatic. 20 seconds now. Spike does need to cross, and it makes it there. Alpha gets there safely. And Fnatic very prepared here, Mike.
Right, I think we've seen EG trail by 3. Obviously, considering the pistol round win rate, and actually even a couple in there when they concede, how many times they're able to flip round 2 as well. It's another situation where Boostio, a little ahead of the curve. He's solo towards C site here, and he's caught up in the gravity well. I don't know if he's looking to maybe just jump spot, but as soon as that star goes down, you have to respect it. Some sheriffs will come in here, frenzy in the hands of Ethan, but no Blade Storm, so I don't know how much damage EG are really going to be able to do here.
Durka, unafraid. Stepping through A pretty quickly, clearing as he goes. Boostio just be trying to sit a little deeper this time. But Durka could go for a little bit of pressure on this. As EG sitting quite deep on the A side, so no one's really there to help Boostio here, so he's got to be careful to not go down first.
Durka digging a little deeper here, though. Fnatic still going through the motions. Like I said, actually playing very slowly here, waiting out some of these peaks from Evil Geniuses, and once again, Boostio punished.
Now what can the others do? Any chance on this? I mean, it looked initially like that A kind of exec was coming in, but they've kind of adjusted around towards B. Initial attempt denied. Pop flash goes in. Ethan tries to come through. Both are going to find him. Nice work from Fnatic, keeping everything tied up. No opportunities here for EG. Chocobo and Demon 1. Okay, that's not bad, but it's a lot of work to be even considering this dangerous.
Cover going now.
So yeah, Demon 1 getting a little bit ahead of Chocobo here. Will fall, Leo will clean it up. Very clean anti-eco here. Bosa falls, yes, but Fnatic have got themselves a huge cushion here in terms of the economy. Some of these ultimates starting to come online as well.
Yep.
In that first half versus Paper X, got to be sticking in EG's head. Obviously, last time Fnatic were on the defense, but they went 12-0.
This map has sat wonderfully for Fnatic. I think it has been one of the strongholds. They actually were also able to take down the likes of Foot, which was also, I know we keep referencing that. Maybe if you don't watch EMEA, you're like, why the hell are they bringing up Foot? Well, they were the specialists on this map throughout that EMEA regular season. They looked almost untouchable. Fnatic managed it. But here, I like this coming in from EG, a quick timeout. It's early. We know they have protocols up till about this round to be able to depend upon, but they need to get a grip on some of their players here.
Absolutely. I come back to a point. I mean, we haven't seen EG really trail. We haven't seen that, you know, the troubleshooting on the fly. They've been in a position where they can actually execute the strat book just round by round. And the Des were touching on this, how many different looks they have for some of these util combos and building entire set pieces around orb farming and just reliant on 1 or 2 pieces of utility or an ultimate to tie things together. So be curious. This is definitely one you want to be a fly on the wall for in terms of the timeout. And
gosh, yeah.
Really see how they're going to approach things, because even one actually going to pick up the operator here. So,
and I'm just happy seeing that Fnatic have set this tone, right? And this is now the first time we get to see EG tested like this. It's so visceral, it's so in front of you. We've never seen them put in this sort of position so clearly. Fnatic are really prepared. They are pulling no punches. This is Fnatic in full form. Just heads up, this is the best we've seen them look. They are absolutely nailing this. Now, do they hit a pace change after this timeout? Looks pretty pacey, at least for Durka, but again, could be just take that similar space he's been doing, set that precedent that he will be taking this space every single round.
Operator on the other side of the map here, Boaster. Anyone really in any sort of risk. Giacomo's paused for the time being, but Boostio again.
He's got to stop this.
Yeah.
He's going to be kicking himself. Again, Boostio's been incredible to watch.
Absolutely.
But here, it feels like he's getting a little ahead of himself, wants to be that difference maker.
It feels like they're hunting him.
I mean, Dirk has been on that case every single time. He's absolutely had him dead to rights. Now, the lean towards the site, though. Look at the progress. Nice hold there from Com. Going to take away Dirk from this, but they still continue to commit. Spike's going to go down. The Viper's pit's going to come up. That's in, obviously, off the back of Chronicle, making lovely early progress.
Does Giacomo check for boost? Boaster's not spotted him either. Did they both pop into smokes there at the same time?
I'm not sure, but
I think Boaster went into Astral form.
Giacomo's just slipped through. This
I mean, there's an alarm bot here anyway, but Alpha can be swung onto.
Flash, really good timing. Does he want to make the most of it? Yes! Great work from Giacomo. The flash was perfect to get Alpha. And now Boaster, I mean, his position's a little weird. Coming through from Link, I guess Giacomo might even consider that. But the other two, remember who's still standing? Leo and Chronicle. Nasty little players. The bait on the door. The late time through, but there they are. Chronicle and Leo holding this down. And they're running low on time. They're running out of players. Fnatic still hold form. 5 now on the board.
That was crazy to see Giacomo and Boaster not spot each other out. And again, with Boostio falling first, that util isn't there to pick up the lurk. The awareness is there for Boaster to have a little bit of freedom. Yeah, I don't know if this is indicative of what we're going to see going forward, but EG definitely need to switch things up. Bladestorm available now. Some of these ultimates getting a little closer, but a 5-0 scoreline here.
Okay, looks quite simplistic from Fnatic, just clean into the site. Obviously a set piece, smokes up, everything that they need, and the plant should follow. Oh yeah, nowhere to go on that one really, Com. Chipped away at pretty early, but has to respect this. Spike is down. Stingers, couple of sheriffs. Where's that danger going to come from? Demon 1 actually popped knives. That's a little much. Alpha making light work of both of them. Ethan down very low as well. It's just not enough threat coming through from this comp. Gonna get caught up. Lovely from Fnatic again. Just dealing with any danger. Yes, it got a little bit dicey when you heard the knives coming out, but beyond that, this is comfy from Fnatic.
Clinical.
Very much
honestly, so. Honestly, have barely had a look in, other than round 2, really the one that stands out. That's felt like they've really put up any resistance, and the energy is totally different on stage right now. Yeah,
this is the. I love seeing Fnatic in this form because, again, I'm a Durka enjoyer. You know what? When he's popping off, fantastic. But then also, you've got to look at your Chronicles, your Alphas, and Leos. These investments, these upgrades to their players are just shining, especially on this map. I feel like it's sat with them so well here. Live into this one, Fnatic, with, once again, a brutal piece towards C, and Boostio has to play this right. He's been struggling to find his footing here.
Playing much further back here, the lockdown available, but pop preemptively here, so EG aren't really gonna gain much off this, even if the paint shell lands as well. Boostio falls once again.
He's finding nothing here. Sight's theirs. Demon 1 on the flank, sure, but he's gonna get past Chronicle, who is hitting big form, and the stall from him is sublime. Stunned up, he's trying to get away, he does so as well, readjusts quickly, thinking quick on his feet, turns to flash, he's still standing, he's still firing, and he's still taking 2 down. Ethan finally trades it, but by now, what are you meant to do? You're a mile away from the site.
Round's done. You can see on Ethan's face as well, this is getting a little bit frustrating. Look at what it takes to even try and dig Chronicle out of that position. And I'm not sure if just the game plan is completely off here, but Fnatic, it's bread and butter. They're not really doing anything special right now. It's not as if they're resorting back to that choreography that we've seen them employ so many times.
Now they've got a death grip on this game. 7 rounds, sitting so favorably. Ethan just trying to keep hold of that rifle, which he is going to achieve. But that first kill, again, Boostio, I'm worried about this player. And on the other side, you look at the 9-day difference, you got someone like Chronicle just, coming alive on these stages. You'd think about pressure. It's a lot with Fnatic. You wouldn't want to, I guess if your expectations are being pushed here, they're coming up against that Cinderella story run from EG, Fnatic could have faltered to that. They could have had an issue. Second time out now for EG.
It's not actually too surprising to see this because they're not looking like themselves today.
I mean, you heard it in the interview. I mean, how many times have they discussed the kind of respect, the shaping themselves after Fnatic to an extent, but now they're facing them in the server. It's a very tough tool.
Yeah,
tough
sure.
task.
I mean, you imitate a team or you take inspiration so heavily from a team, maybe there's an element of fear here and maybe a little bit of nerves, honestly, coming up
100%.
against the ones that are the best in the business at doing this. But I'm just looking at player cams. Like I said, this is a stark contrast.
Yeah, Potter's trying to get him going. You can see it. Yeah, Potter is marching orders.
She's spitting.
But EG needs to turn up. There is something to be said about the fear of the name, right? You're playing against, arguably, I mean, debatably, maybe, I don't even know. At this point, I think it's holding pretty true. At this scoreline, the best in their ROMs, right? Like, straight down that roster, you can maybe compare and contrast, but they're always in the conversation, every single one of these. So if you're EG, who are these underdogs, these kind of, you know, upstarts you want to see do well, you've looked at these players, you've looked at how they play, what they do, and now you have to take them down. All those 50-50s feel like 70-30s. It doesn't feel as favorable anymore, but they need to get back online here. Otherwise, they're going to go out with a whimper, and it's going to just mar everything they've tried to achieve here. Back to business. Fnatic testing the waters, and that quick pivot back towards A. Wow, for now.
Fault line set up. Either mound or outside B here. Might just see the double satchel in once again. Boombot doesn't take contact actually, and Dirk is just going to be posted up here. Will be able to retrieve the orb. And options are plenty now. With two members of Fnatic already pushed up towards Rubble, past the doorway even, and nobody from EG over on this side of the map.
Does Fnatic double pump? They could, technically. I mean, this is on Fnatic. They can paint this picture however they feel. EG just trying to mirror them around the map, but they're going to be behind the curve. Little slowdown here from Fnatic to try and clear things meticulously, but now they're going to take towards the side. Paint shell goes in. Smokes are up. There's 5 players standing up towards the top of A. If they try and waterfall out off the back of a flash, it could be pretty tasty, but Durka's position actually could be very valuable. 4 slightly deeper. EG take back towards the side. 30 seconds now. Durka delivers towards Demon 1. Showstopper set, he's still going to do it all himself! Welcome to playing against the big boys. Durka is just built a little different. Fnatic unfaltering in their approach. Prime gaming flawless.
You see Fnatic just waiting for EG to pull out a set piece.
Yep.
For so long, for like 15 or 20 seconds, they're just poised here.
One enemy remaining.
And the thing is, you look at what the best things EG have shown us at this event, it's around util-heavy compositions and being able to put those set pieces in motion. And we're not seeing it here with this composition. We're seeing a couple of times where, you know, Com's lining up a fault line or something, but we're not seeing flashes out from Ethan. EG taking space away from Fnatic, punishing the extremities, addressing the backline. We're just not seeing any of the positives that we've seen from EG.
No, they're struggling to find any of this impact. Testing over towards Mound. Durka consistently has been finding this pick as well. I mean, he's been consistently killing everyone, if I'm being honest. Jorgamo is the one trying to hold a little bit of that space and territory on the C site. We've got Demon 1 pushed up deep towards A. Beyond that, it's patience from Fnatic.
I mean, bear in mind, last time we saw EG here versus Foot, Boostio put up the kill record at a VCT Masters event, 35 kills. And the pace at which they were playing versus Foot, you could tell there was a difference in respect. They were happy to take the fight to them. Here, EG, it feels like they're up against the ropes from the get-go.
Yeah. Flash, noted players. Demon 1's got to get the timing right on this. He's going to be known to be close by as well. They're running the clock very low, 35 seconds. They haven't fully committed just yet. There's the first challenger. Demon 1 holding his ground, though. And the spike, where are you going with this? Is it a B finish? They've got to get a move on. 25 seconds here. Fnatic are running this so late. Again, look at the spike. 18 seconds now. Durka does find comp.
But EG is scrambling to see. B's been left wide open other than Ethan.
He's noted it, but he's down to 18. But the player who can make the difference is Demon 1. He's got to land the shot, though. He's up against Durka. He can't do it. Ball coming down with 6 seconds remaining. Boostio maybe save the day. Jorgamo's there. They're trying the best they can. Finally, they get the round.
1 on the board. There's still a mountain to climb to recover this half now. If they can string this together, there's a chance, but it's a fine, fine margin. That's what I gotta say. Fnatic play into EG's hands, honestly, in terms of leaving this so late. The crowd's still behind them.
Oh God, Boostio. Oh God. He's got to try and play safe on this one. If he goes down early again, it's going to be done for it, and they're eyeing up the B. So man lean towards A, leaving Jorgamo in a really precarious position. He's got Boaster sitting super deep on the other side. They've given up the B site. The pressure's going to come back in, and Boaster wins the fight. Jorgamo's gone down. They've got so much control on this. Very few avenues of approach. Back in for EG and a pivot. Straight over towards C. This is going to be heard. The door's obviously going to be noted. And Com? I mean, he's got a Bulldog. What are you meant to do with this?
Dirk has been posted up in the lurk as well. There's 3 members of EG on B site.
They've got no idea. Now they do. Demon One turns around on a dime. Okay, that's kind of surprising that went that way, but fair play. Even numbers now. Aren't going to be coming down much faster here. EG creeping pretty close, though. Leo's caught Boostio. It's just getting chaotic now. Chronicle trying to at least keep this favorable to Fnatic, which they've done.
That covers the spike as well. The pit spreads over default here. EG in a 2v3, but
no
lots to navigate their way through.
No dogs. So little for them to play with. Com's got nothing as well. It's just the guns in their hands. What are you meant to do with this one? Oh, an attempt. Yeah, and it's going to fall. Chronicle set this up to perfection. I think Com knows it. He can't do anything about it. Fnatic, again, the pace in which they are pivoting around this map is just unbelievable. Com just needs to back away and try and keep himself standing, but Fnatic looking very good, Mike. Instantly replying.
Let's see if, obviously, Demon 1 down to 3 for Demon. I didn't note the Blade Storm progress, but that 1 round so far for EG looking like a blip.
Yep.
1 off the lockdown, 1 off the Blade Storm. There's a couple of options here, potentially. Again, we're testing the in-game leadership here with both timeouts used. Like I said, we're relying now on troubleshooting on the fly, problem solving, which EG haven't had to rely on.
It's such a broken purchase, Guardian, Bulldog. 1 away, I think, from the Blade Storm, but look at the early challenge. Okay, Demon's going to land that. That's going to be knives available.
Is that the first blood they've found?
It feels like it, and not one that's instantly traded potentially, but then Alpha's on the case. A little bit of a follow-up from Chronicle here, but he's gone down. EG going to be winning out the brawl here. Leaving just Boaster alive. Demon is low, so there's a real possibility on that. The follow-ups get very, very tricky here. Jorgamo already taking a lot of space away. It's going to be very tough for Boaster.
Did Jorgamo hear him?
I think Boaster seems very
Yeah,
aware.
Boaster's got the awareness that Jorgamo might be there, but Jorgamo's not caught him slip through. I mean, I'm worried if he's given the plant, honestly.
Same. Easy to underestimate Boaster, but certainly been doing well for himself here. He's given a lot of time to play with, too. Ideally, in like a 1v3, you want to find that pick, right? If you can get one, suddenly becomes game on, but being given that chance, very unlikely. And he's toying with them, drawing them in towards that B. And he's nowhere there. I mean, just popping down in a smoke on C, he's keeping him guessing.
He's got plenty of time to play with as well, and EG aren't going to expect him to have made this much progress.
Yeah, you can see where they're pinging.
Yeah, I was going to say, Boostio
30 seconds.
didn't cast a slip through spawn either, but going to be close enough potentially here to hear if Boaster does make a step. Yeah, they're clearing back towards 8.
Yeah, I think this might be...
Overcooked.
Yeah, the timing, the window of timing's closed for C. Now this isn't bad though. Missed that chance. Okay, Boostio's got it. That's 2. Just off on the timing there. Best he could achieve, obviously. Second round for EG. They got ults.
Yeah, Fnatic have basically been able to buy from like round 7 onwards in this half though, so
One enemy remaining.
I still feel as if bigger picture-wise. I mean, look at this. They've won a round. Look at the energy in the player cams.
Yeah. He needs to get a little pumped up here.
Deflated in the EG camp. You can see on their faces, Lauren.
Straight in. Demon 1 needs this. Jorgamo's in a whole lot of danger. Lovely work from him. Oh, but the spray's still going to catch Demon 1, but Jorgamo at least free of that. We'll be able to find a trade. That's caught so many players out already. Boostio suffered for that one. But again, eyeing up B, they're still taking that mid-progress. You've got Alpha holding the flank, holding that extremity, making sure no one gets too far ahead. There's that first sign of intent towards B, at least, obviously, taking down the turret.
Fnatic once again going through the motions, though. Step by step through the protocol list. Ethan's going to have his hands full. Does have a flash here. I'm curious of when he invests that. Potentially behind the poison orb now. Yeah, it's going to come through. Will catch. Information here, but I don't see anybody from EG moving yet.
Yeah, maybe a little nervous to leave anyone isolated, but again, this is a lot on Ethan's shoulders.
Same committed position you saw Boostio in as well.
Yeah,
a problem being boasted. Yeah, he's
selling.
Yeah,
he's selling it really well as well. Just maybe denying that TP from Jorgamo, a little bit of contact towards main. It's kept the players there, but they need some support here. Ethan is desperately trying to play his life. A little bit of help comes in, but mistimed on that. Spotted again. Chronicle closing the gap now. 77 HP. He's still coming out on top of this one. Closing down. Yeah, Leo's got him dead. Ethan didn't have a leg to stand on in that. The support was so far away. 10 seconds, but it's fine. They've got a plant coming in. Com getting a little bit deeper, but did he get noted? Did he get hurt? Next time around, there's so much util. Yeah, I feel like they may know.
Lockdown comes through though. Chronicle, does he get aggressive behind the divide?
Temptation, surely.
Com's not expecting it.
There he goes. Bye-bye, Chronicle. And now they need to get towards that spike. Can they get this defuse going in time? Boaster the first one to try and find the challenge. Only Leo's raised in. Boaster's got the defuse down. And now just Boostio. He's found Boaster. He ain't gonna find any more. Fnatic, double digits on first half.
Not too far away from the 12-0 scoreline we saw versus Paper X. But once again, a masterclass in execution. Like I said, this comes down to, this composition just doesn't suit the success or the win conditions we've seen EG employ time and time again here in Tokyo.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see EG really plateau on this map. But I do want to kind of bring bigger context to this. When we looked at this veto, I saw this as being late benefit to EG.
Sure, yeah, you can seed a little bit in the veto.
Yes.
Not this scoreline.
But you're not. I'm going to be honest. I think there's two ways this goes. Sometimes
we'll
it's easy. Yeah, it's easier on a team potentially to lose quickly than have a drawn-out horrific game. But then again, confidence, right? Does EG then just get shattered? That's what I'm worried about. We'll talk about that later. For now, it's a patient beginning regardless. EG are taking their time, taking a bit of a tour. Yes, progress on Jorgamo here. But Fnatic not in any particular hurry to make much happen. They have a firm lead in this 10 rounds to their name. Could not ask for a better start for them. Doing exactly as prescribed on a map like this. Dirk having to potentially respect this map, unless he's got some support.
And maybe actually some information off the back of Leo once that door drops. Not going to come through just yet though. Durka might dip his toes.
Bloody hell, it's Durka doing so much damage. Fnatic want this map done. They want to go on to map 2. They want to get out of here. They want to get to that next game in front of them. Boostio's being bullied. And that's 11. And that's a flawless start here in the second half.
Oh, you don't even need Leo to find you information. The crunch is perfect. You see Com Court lining up a fault line. There's nobody deep holding this smoke.
Nope.
So like Demon 1 has like a wide angle to, yeah, exactly.
Well, Marshall staying up. Sheriffs on the other side for Fnatic. Pretty juiced up by. Not too bad. Lovely.
Alpha hit that, by the way.
Yep.
If you were curious.
Just if you were wondering, quick heal. Pit stop for Demon 1. Scary, isn't it, when Alpha's doing those sort of things?
But they note the force early on as well. The fact that Demon 1 doesn't fall to the Marshall shot there is a big indicator to Fnatic. That one not as clean.
Sitting way more passive now. Giving the reins over. Chronicle.
Blinded.
Trying to test the waters elsewhere as well.
There.
Talking about trying to make a little bit of progress towards A here. Smoke will be noted. Leo and Dirk are still in a position to maybe do some damage on the way in. Boostio posted up in this lurk once again outside C. But 30 seconds left on the clock with a force here. You want to see EG make a decision and make it quickly.
30 seconds left.
Looks like that might just be C site.
They've got they need to secure the site and deep.
I mean, look at the utility they have to cross.
Yeah, this is
There's
horrific.
a star, alarm bot, 2 nano swarms, and alphas here.
I feel like Alpha's gonna at least. I feel like one,
Yeah,
maybe.
you're dead.
Yeah, bye
Two of
bye,
you are
bye
dead.
bye. Welcome to the blender. Alpha teed up for success. They need to get that spike down. 8 seconds now, can't get any more. Actually, EG making a go of this
Hold
one.
up.
There's a little bit of something left in them, but Dirk has got a rifle, as does Leo. So this is far from out of the woods just yet. Both coming through from the connector side. And look at the HP. Jorgamo low, Com pretty low. It's Ethan who can really be the one to take that brunt of this.
Got plenty of time, though, for Leo to come back and clear spawn. He might just meet Com. If he continues, he's actually peeling back towards Durka.
Okay, Durka gets a clean fight on the first. No swing off it. Jorgamo not close enough. That's lovely from Com, though. Comes back around to find Durka, leaving Leo. Now 1v2, they are low. Jorgamo 25, 21 for Com. He's just not cleared the right corner. It was a bit of guesswork, but he guesses correctly for that jump through.
Plant's not good for Com, though. He has to swing off this.
He's got 2 seconds as well on the horn.
Come on.
That's up there, Leo!
No time.
Break in the heart almost. Has to back away, but very, very close.
Actually, Leo tucked into the corner. He thought he was safe there from the default plant, but lose the Bulldog as well. Yeah, this is...
That adjustment, man.
Yeah, that's a big snap.
My
This is
wrist
just
hurts.
like the most Fnatic thing you see
Yep.
on an anti. Well, actually,
Enemy remaining.
with EG Forcing, 2 people just stuck in the blender.
You
But even
can't-
after that, EG actually still, they continue to push forwards.
The fact they recovered was
Yeah.
quite impressive. You know, we wait and see. What do we have here for Fnatic, though? Guardian out for Alpha, Sheriff, and a Ghost. Okay, so not masses, but a stack. So can they get a little chaotic?
Toxin screen down.
It looks like EG might be aware of this. Look at where they're sitting on the other side. Have an indicator given off the back of maybe the smokes. A little bit of pressure coming through. Oh, God. Oh,
He's
God,
just
the
giving up
timing!
the angle.
Spike down. Attacker spawn. I got the spike.
The timing on that, man. What are you meant to do?
I mean, they're swapping Spike.
Yeah.
It's just heartbreaking to see some of the situations EG find themselves in the opening map of the series as well, no less.
Yeah. Rattles you. One small benefit. Yeah, I guess those rifles aren't so easy to get into hand, but they're down to 50 seconds and they're so split across this map.
Doesn't matter. You almost favour the numbers of Fnatic with how they've already
Yeah.
rotated preemptively here.
Oh, it's not
Even
particularly
one
clean.
can't pin him down. Not noted as of yet, though.
Oh,
Chronicles won a classic versus a Vandal 1v1.
30 seconds left.
Get me
He's
out
got a
of this
snake
map.
bite.
Get me out of this
He
map.
can slow it down.
Oh, dear. Okay, so, oh, this is horrible.
Somehow.
This is horrible.
No,
Oh, no! This round
10 seconds
is nightmare worthy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah. Fair play. Yeah.
It's a Prime Gaming flawless. With classics and a Guardian.
Oh dear. Well, we talk about confidence and mental.
What were you talking about? You talking about rip the Band-Aid off, right?
Yeah,
Just-
mate. Yeah, just get out of it quick.
If you know you're going to lose, you
Just-
play the long game on the veto. Doesn't really matter what
yeah,
happens.
yeah. Don't worry about that. See, they're fine. Definitely didn't. Oh, it's
That was
horrible.
really uncomfortable viewing.
Yeah, that's very unpleasant.
Let's
Well.
test them out.
Well, here we go. Let's, oh, God. 12-3. Fnatic are making themselves look like, of course, as always, the team to beat. Durka, they're so blind. And they're still winning the fight, apparently. That seems unbelievable. They want it over and done with, and it almost is.
Because it keeps pushing. He's laughing on the player cam. It's just
Oh,
Boostio
no.
left, Sheriff in hand. Before a Fnatic to find, Durka seals the deal on a 30 pieces around it. But once that tape is out there, it takes one team to adjust, anti-strat it, and beat you, and it's done.
Yeah, it's
Once
over.
you show the world, the rest of the teams, how to counter it, that's then out there. So I'm a little concerned if EG don't show us something different here, don't have the confidence to dig a little deeper in the playbook.
Well, time to find out. Fnatic flooding the B site here. Obviously on the attacking side themselves. This time will be EG on the defense. And EG sitting very deep.
Yeah,
not
no
really
resistance.
entertaining any of this.
Flank coming through on the south side here. 2 members of EG, Jorgamo and Ethan. Plant will come through. That's a fairly safe plant for tower, actually. So Fnatic will scurry away, stacking towards Arcade. Leo, a little disconnected in underpass here. He could be a playmaker here for Fnatic.
Eyes towards him. Keep that in the back of your mind. If you start seeing him winding up here, Jorgamo taking the first couple of very critical steps towards it.
Dirk has joined him.
Oh god, this is now very dangerous. Jorgamo's done well, but keep your mind on the back line. There's Durka, gonna draw the blood. Ethan doing well, and Busio continuing the form, but it's Leo in a 1v2. Defuse started from Ethan, he desperately wants halfway. He might just get that, but he's gonna fall. Wait, Busio's got Ethan stuck to the fuse! Big man Ethan stands tall and is getting them around on the board, and they needed that start.
Absolutely did. Obviously conceded the pistol round in the first half on Lotus, and things spiraled out of control. We talked about so many times EG starting maps with huge advantages. That would be the best possible situation to start here, map 2. A round 2 conversion, a bonus, get EG
Get in
back.
that rhythm.
Yeah, back in that rhythm. Back on the actually track with some of the win conditions we were talking about they've shown here in Tokyo.
They still need to get past these. All these rounds are dangerous. We saw what they could do with what was it, like a classic and nothing else. So keep in mind that Fnatic are always a threat. No matter the buy, no matter the round, no matter where you are, there is danger. Danger aplenty. And kind of going bigger picture here while they take their time. We'll see if this round gets a little bit more interesting with these Sheriffs coming in. At this point, you also have to know, if you're talking about experience, Ethan probably has more than most of the people on the server. You're talking bigger picture.
Yeah.
They need him to turn up here. Yes, the desk kind of highlighted the supporting acts that are very, very critical for EG in this. I guess same to be said for Fnatic in that regard. But Ethan, I need to see him step up as someone in the server to keep them in the game as well. He is a huge LAN player, an incredibly experienced player. I mean, back in his day, he was the, the up-and-comer, right? He was that young blood. He's still super young. It's ridiculous. So I need to see Ethan find that role. A
big concern as well, we talk about confidence across this series. You're not seeing EG deny these orbs. Alpha's going to be able to farm up here, so it's giving Fnatic an opportunity to find a lockdown in the next round. And that second objective. Jorgamo nearly caught off guard there, but Leo will fall.
Got to be careful of the pinch, though.
Dish orb retrieved as well. Fnatic will actually potentially find a way back through. No, Alpha will fall here. I was going to say should be cleaned up here. Chronicle hit 2 fantastic shots there with the Sheriff.
Chronicle scares me. He really does scare me. The way he plays, that if he starts having a hot game, again, for me, always love watching the likes of Leo, Alpha, everyone else, but Chronicle is just that madman when he gets going. So we'll see if it comes through this map. I don't know if it will. But this time, not be able to do too much with it. Busio going to find him in the end. That's the second round. Now let's talk about this, right? So it's the exchange. 4 players stand for EG, so quite clean in that regard. But Fnatic gathered every single orb available. They've done what they wanted in this round.
Well, yeah, literally, the only one they didn't was A main.
Yep.
And that's where EG obviously focused early on in the round, but the byproduct being Fnatic come into round 3 with the possibility of executing a lockdown set piece here. And like I said, that for me is an indicator of maybe a dent in the confidence. If you don't have again, they're respecting the anti-eco, because probably what happened at the end of Lotus, where they did get slapped about a little bit, but unfortunately, bigger picture-wise, you can't give these opportunities away.
Okay, so wait, they're getting very aggressive on this. Yeah, it's an evacuation for Fnatic. They want to get out of there. Leo just going to get to safety, and it's all north side. But they've cleared everything.
And they get the orb here.
Going back through, though. Let's look at the pace in which Fnatic do this quick. Okay, no mistakes on that one. Straight on in, clear everything out. It's all theirs. Now, there's going to be a lot of players very aware of this, but they don't have the weaponry. Keep in mind, it's Spectres, it's bits and pieces, it's a Guardian. Alpha doing cleanup duty.
Demon 1 missed his smoke. It gave it an open sightline towards Rogue.
That's very unfortunate, as Ethan and Jorgamo trying to make something happen for themselves here. Do a little bit of damage, and very unlikely to get much more out of this.
And it actually makes it even worse because they don't have to use the lockdown. Fnatic were probably willing and able to do so, but they can bank it now. Jorgamo, Sheriff and a Spectre one off the showstopper himself, but look how disconnected Fnatic are from this plant. Leave Chronicle posted up here. Actually, this will put him one away from the Rolling Thunder as well.
Yep. They're going to have so much to work with. Beautiful. And you're right, one away. And I'm kind of glad that the desk was kind of highlighting how much Fnatic prioritize this and how well they play around their ults. Obviously, that sounds almost obvious, but yeah, there it is. Oh, that's upsetting. Wow. God.
Again, this is Demon 1 and Com desperate to fight back into Sands, clear some space, regroup with Jorgamo towards main.
Nice. Yeah.
It's another thing that honestly you pin towards maybe just the cracks starting to show in the performance. Yeah,
absolutely. I know it's such an intangible
especially
sometime, but
Potter's talking about getting a little bit of finesse back into some of the gameplay you see here from EG.
Here we go. That's a potential fight to be had. Looking to get noted. Follow up as well. And okay, Jorgamo's chasing. Oh, the moves! Oh, Duck has got the moves! He dodges so well! The trade is there for Demon 1, so it's a bit of a back and forth. They've done initial damage, but again, I want to talk bigger picture, rolling back to even to map 1. Need to see Boostio play safe as well. Looking vulnerable if they keep going for these 4-play hits somewhere, if they're trying to start to exploit that. But Fnatic now without Durka, how do they approach this?
Almost anticipating further aggression here. Fnatic, I think, with the right read, they're waiting for EG to explore towards main, then maybe rotate a player away. Ethan does have the Rolling Thunder, and he's actually drifting back this direction. So Boostio will be left to anchor. Still lots of tools available for Fnatic, though, with that first blood. Going through. I was going to say, yeah, Com's got to be careful here.
He's dead. He's so dead.
I mean, the Rolling Thunder came through a little too late as well. They have Com staying there to try and play off the back of it, but a response here, Demon 1 catches a little bit of a speed boost on the way out here. Ethan's found the first one.
He's in so much trouble. He's so dead, though. They just offset the pace there, but the plant is yet to go in. It's still a 2v3. 10 seconds now. The cross, not particularly safe. Demon 1 just dipped away from it. And Leo wants to try and create that support, create that safety himself. Put his body on the line for it, and the plant's now going to come down. Leo, Alpha, and Boaster. Lots to be done here. Still, beautiful hold from Leo there, making sure that plant is safe. And Alpha signs it at the end. 2-2 now, all even. Fnatic back in the matchup.
First time we've seen EG try and execute a set piece here early on, but it results in a 1-for-1. And like I said, with that early advantage in terms of the old cycle, Fnatic have better mid-round options. Gotcha. EG already back down to pistols. Yeah, whether or not we see any further, actually. The Sheriff's a light shield coming for Demon 1, but another opportunity here for Fnatic. If they have the read, they can get towards Durka's showstopper, Boast's orbital strike, 2 away from Leo's ultimate as well.
Having to gamble stack from EG, right? Like, he's trying to do what they can. It's a completely free site for Fnatic as well. So much kit to be played with. Yeah, obviously Chronicle invested his relatively recently, but beyond that, super comfortable. Plant gonna go in. Chronicle takes a little bit of chip damage, but this is where the bulk of EG is coming from, so it's gonna be Alpha, clean work, overwhelmed. Boostio's gonna take him down. Leo next to be brought in, decides doesn't want to be on a platter for them, and Kong. Oh, the timing with the shot's good, hold on. Still got a little bit of time to work with on this one. Leo now pulled back further, but he knows that crunch is coming in eventually. Can he get that kill in time? No. Now the pressure starts to mount. Durka taken down to 65. Can they close the gap in time? Leo's found Com and created a little bit of safety, but you can see the threat. You can see they had to invest the ult to deal with it. Leo's held them back at the door, and Leo not allowing them close to that site.
Nice clean up here from Leo. Again, not afraid to invest these ultimates to secure rounds. Actually, Boostio will pick up an operator here. Curious to see if he holds on to that. Com buys a lot of time here, even gets a kill with the Frenzy as well on Chronicle, I believe, drifting a little deeper. Unfortunately, like I said, with this advantage, Fnatic just have so many more tools to throw into that pivot point in the round. We see the trap piece here.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, wait,
Wait,
what?
Boostio?
Boostio got that kill? I mean, we know about the trap piece. Clearly, Tony EG, Boostio, putting up big numbers, gone by his side. Fnatic just got deleted.
I want to see that first shot from Boostio, I want to see. Saw the flash come through, but I don't know if he's able to avoid it or turn it. If he did with the operator, that's a snappy first shot.
That's one of those like lovely little pocket pieces that Fnatic bring out, and it looks so good for them.
I mean, usually you'd see a little bit of utility dumped in behind the scenes.
Oh.
Way ahead of the flash.
Flash a little offset on the timing then.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Okay. Give EG a chance. I guess they're going to grip it with both hands, aren't they? They don't want to let that one go.
Oh, by the way, that's Boostio.
Boostio's here. Boostio's here. Hold on. Yeah, okay, spots the player. He's going to have to fall away.
But bear in mind, that's Boostio on a killjoy posted up in front of the door in Sands with an operator, by the way. I mean, it's just lunacy.
I think he's got the lockdown, right? Yeah,
Got the Hunter's Fury and the Orbital Strike as well.
Yeah, they're waiting for this. Okay, gonna force him out there. Boostio's gonna catch Chronicle. That's massive. Trade comes out though. Jordan's gonna go down. How did he get caught on that? Okay, Hunter's Fury. This is all just kind of shots in the dark though. It gets cleared through by Tower. Don't think they'll retake that position. Wait it out. 4v4 now. Loss of Jorgo on one side and Chronicle on the other. The cross gets trickier for Fnatic now without Chronicle to be able to facilitate a little bit and leaves Boostio with a chance of the cross. Lockdown coming in. This is just chess games between the two. The timing on the cross, it's rough. Gonna draw out the ult. Back and forth, countering. But the plant's gonna come in and Boast has made it safely back towards Tower. Boostio just knowing the player sat towards that cubby. Dirk is in danger and darts on his forehead.
Got Nano to clear him as well, but Boostio holding the angle here. Finally, will put it out, but it's a little deep and Dirk is able to shoot it.
Uh-oh. You better hit this shot, Boostio, if he comes around that corner. He's just holding space. EG, oh, there it is! Big boy Boostio doing some work here, but still, the molly
It took them
on the
so long.
spike. They have just got so little time to play with him. They need to close down these kills right about now, and well, need to maybe get them done a little earlier. Com already going to get towards that defuse, going to keep Alpha busy as best he can. That's Demon One's job. Oh, the spray down is already going to get it to half. Demon One's there, but do they have time?
There's no time.
This defuse, it's going to be so close. They've got it! They've got it! Heroics from EG that round. They brought everything out. Every ult brought into play from both sides.
I mean, that's actually crazy. The molly comes in so late. Like I said, it took them so long to actually isolate, force Durka out of that position, dig him out of default. Like I said, the whole time this is happening, Boast is just holding the molly.
Yep.
0.15.
Ooh.
I think Fnatic probably think they've done enough there,
You
honestly.
think so, right? Okay, back to business. We've got a game on our hands now. 4-3 is starting to heat up. This is what we wanted from this map. Close, forcing Fnatic into those big games, seeing the depth of EG here. What a moment for Boostio to start hitting that peak, starting to hit that form. Now having a little bit of a tough time on map one, this time forced away. Early contact made. Sand overwhelmed by Fnatic, and it's going to be Durka to find Demon One. Trade comes in. Com going to take down Boaster, but look on the other side. There's Smoke Snap, and he gets him, bringing Durka back down to earth. But did he see the second? Surely he noted the second play.
I don't think he does know.
Okay, well, Chronicle's got a little bit of a chance. They come flying out. Trade comes in. Ethan there. Ethan with the follow-up. And now Alpha goes down. EG back in the game.
A stark contrast of what we saw in map one as well. The trading, the confidence, EG putting bodies on the line. Happy to go toe-to-toe with Fnatic ahead of this site hit.
Thank God for that. I couldn't deal with another map one.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, Fnatic play a beautiful game. We know that, but give us a real competitive match.
For me, this was the biggest question, to CG drop a map and then come back and play confidently.
And we've got a timeout from Fnatic. Again, you're now looking at those kind of exclusive clubs, right? Who forces Fnatic into timeouts? Who gets them pushed? Look at these players getting
exactly.
up. You
the energy is so different here on Fracture.
Now we get to see the test, but back to Fnatic, right? They already have a map in hand, so they're safe, right? They're not going to lose on this map and then go out. So it's not that big of a, a bigger picture in that mind. But here, focused in, they've now got a challenge. EG proving there's a reason they made it this far. They've shown those tangibles now coming in. They've course corrected. They've done all those things we said. You know, put map one out of your mind, come in, get that start. They did. They started to heat up now. Individuals showing up. Boostio, 11-4. Like, he is having impact. Ethan's right there with him. Everyone's starting to find that little bit of something. Now on the other side, Fnatic, first time we started to see some of those counters coming in as well, dealing with some of their little pocket plays like towards sand, all those little bits and pieces. I mean, I say counter plays, it was just Busio backhand them with an operator, but still, dealing with some of those things that sit very well with Fnatic. What do they do now? Where's that next adaptation from Fnatic?
Well, back in a position here, obviously, with ultimates coming online. EG already have, I mean, I feel like another 2 purchases behind this. Busio still rocking the operator. 2 away from the lockdown once again. 2 off the Rolling Thunder, so options on both sides here. Leo and Chronicle are going to be able to farm an orb here early on.
Watching here. Watching here.
Okay, you just heard that kind of flying around the map. Now, big info. That should really confirm it. Still not giving away too much here, but this should be very telling. The amount of presence coming through. You've got 3 players from EG, Ethan with a lovely little stall on this as well.
A lot of utility dump though, and Fnatic are able to really limit the amount of damage or value gained by EG here. Fnatic will take the space. Early round protocols looking much better for EG though. On the back of that pressure in A main, they're actively clearing dish.
Seeing deep, this is going to start working down some of Fnatic's utility, right? They're already starting to get a little stretched in this. Durkin can be held back again. Ult's going to find very little. It's not going to fully stretch. Okay, I think it just got Ethan. So not bad, but still not great. 30 seconds here. Starting to run out of time, Mike. They need to get towards the site. And there's just, they're struggling.
Spike's not even out of the smoke on sand yet. Durka has to pop here with the satchel, but get lots of players face this way. Boaster finds a second though.
Big trade from Boaster. They're taking down Ethan. That's pretty big. The cross still not safe. They've got to make it through here. And Com's watching this one. That cross is looking impossible. I think Fnatic have run out of time on this. Yeah, they absolutely have. With Alpha going down 7 seconds now, they can't make it to sight. This round just crumbling in front of them. The stall was fantastic from EG.
I mean, Ethan gets ulted on site here. Yes, the sand smoke goes up very early on. Chronicle will only get one. Juggernaut will find a third here. I'm very curious why these 3 players in main with the spike out on sand aren't pushing harder on the back of the ult.
You only pinged 1, right? So you know there's
I mean, you pinged 1, but if there's 3 of you in main,
you go, right?
Spike was committed through sand. It was past rope.
It was just sat there having to wait for that next layer of pressure.
I'm pretty sure Boaster even pops the second, I don't know if it's the second set of smokes or
maybe
a follow-up smoke after they've taken that early space. So really curious there.
I wonder what went wrong in that, right? It's like, that's when you want
those
those
comps, a frantic
right?
call, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Midway through that execute.
And coming back into this, they've got a little bit of a force buy, really. It's not great. You've got a couple of rifles. It's far from perfect. Ult for Chronicle, though, so that could be quite nice to see if they bring that into effect. He's got to be a bit careful here. Jogamo's positioning. And Busio watching that cross. He's in the right place. He's starting to become that ever-present person on this. Right place, right time for him. Not far from the lockdown either. But Fnatic playing a little patience. Contact made. Jogamo going to respect that this time. Sit a little deeper.
Zertin on the back of the utility activating here. Jogamo does have the showstopper, so Fnatic shouldn't funnel in towards tower, but he might get caught here with the pinch. Fnatic have slipped through. They're on site.
They've slipped the net. Can Jogamo find anything with this? He's in so much danger. He doesn't know what's safe. Busio's going to find him a little bit of a safety net. Taking down Alpha ain't bad at all. But now look at the threat. Look how deep they can post this. Oh, Jogamo's still alive. He looked dead to rights, and he's absolutely not. Shot in hand. He flies into Durko. Busio holds and delivers. Fnatic faltering.
Fnatic looking a little hesitant here, a little knocked back on the back foot. Unable to really make a decision there. It felt like I said, Jogamo's there with showstopper, so I think Fnatic are on the fly trying to address how to dig him out of this position, but with 2 players slipping past the smoke and no swing from EG, there's no dart that comes out. They need to be decisive there.
Do you know what? This gives me, I'm going to say this early, and I hope I'm wrong, this gives me a little bit of those echoes of that Liquid game where they started to look a little out of sorts, where they didn't have that synergy. I hope this doesn't happen to them here, Fnatic. I want a competitive game for both teams. I don't want them to start faltering like this. But now, coming back in what they can afford, and it ain't much. Struggling to get a grip on EG here. A couple of ults very close by. They could have a big round coming up soon, but I mean, they don't have many rounds left to play with.
Trying to protect the purchase for obviously round 12.
Yeah.
Other side of EG. Sitting very comfortably now. Haven't had to rely on the lockdown. Demon 1 now 2 away from the orbital strike as well. So potentially lots of options in the final round. So we're going to try and probably prioritize the showstopper for Durka. Boaster's only 1 away.
This is tense. Second goal beat. Busio doesn't get checked on, and he's so confident, he's so quick. Takes out Boaster with ease. That smoke's now gone, but again, they're already leaning towards A. It's a quick reaction, but look at these positions from EG, Mike.
Yeah, deep control on the south side, so they're in a great position to retake A. They can concede the plant here, sorry.
Okay, do they get that safe drop down though? Yep, Chronicle trying to make the cross with that spike. There's that reflex coming back in. Beautiful from Ethan, sheer control. 13 seconds. Fnatic aren't making much of this round. Leo is your danger man and he's dead. Ethan coming alive with Jorgamo. EG looking out of this world right now. Map 1 to map 2, these are different teams. I swear to you. How is this where we're at?
This is a beautiful setup as well for the anti-eco. I said, conceding that first kill, immediately Fnatic feel as if there's a stack or they're going to be able to get ahead of the rotation with Boaster dying so quickly.
It's a Boaster, it's a Boaster.
Again, I come back to the same thing. The energy totally different on stage here as well.
Yep. But look at the ults. Surely Fnatic have a round in hand here. I mean, there's a couple for EG, but it's Fnatic, right? They got ults galore. They should be able to use this well. Jorgamo. Oh, come off it! He's found 2! Yeah, get out of there. You've done some serious damage. Durka gone and Alpha gone now.
Late round options as well for EG. Lockdown available. Rolling Thunder here for a retake. Just want to see EG sit back a little deeper here. Fnatic looking to continue onto A site. Problem being there's lots of EG bodies here. Stun good, but Leo's not cleared.
Okay. Oh,
he's noted now.
Yep. Chronicle coming around to help him out because Leo's in serious danger. Drawing the attention away. Jorgamo forced into this. Com there as well. It's all getting a little bit mad out here. Chronicle and Boaster fighting back massively. Ethan can't handle it. Fnatic digging deep this time. 3v2. Lockdown gonna come in.
The lockdown's so shallow though.
Yeah, Busio trying to close that gap. Does he find Boaster? Jump spot, nice from Boaster. Gonna probably know him. Force him forward. Boaster's dead. And now Chronicle on the line, 21 HP. He's fallen. Busio, the little bulldog, ripping him. Limb from limb, and now Leo. The smoke's in place, but Fuse has started. It ain't stopping. Busio's just holding this down. Oh, he's been caught just at the end. And now there's problems for Demon 1. Still another smoke to go. He's gonna put it close. Another spray, praying. Demon 1 down low. He's got it. He's only got it. Finds him in the end, but Fnatic left with only 3. Echoes of map 1 here, Mike.
A massive contrast. EG digging so deep to get back on top of this series in map 2. I gotta say it, Fnatic looking a little flustered in some of these. Not seeing that usual polish.
Let's go! That's the EG we were waiting for. Fnatic now have a fight on their hands. This second half means everything. Busio's coming online. Jorgamo's there. This is...
And especially in rounds where we keep talking about Fnatic having so many options, so many opportunities available in the mid-round, ability to get some key ultimates online, and just not executing on that. Very strange to see.
Does EG get the start they wanted here, though? Pressured and punished. Perfect work coming out. Trying to get those follow-up players. Comp's going to find one back, but Duck is in aim training. Just dropping bodies. That pain shell could be dangerous for Comp. He's fine. Well, fine's a strong word for what he is right now. He's dead. Durka, stunning start. We've seen a couple of times now EG punished with that approach, getting tucked in that corner, getting pressured there. Happened in their earlier games, happened here today.
First few times we've seen EG drop the pistol as well. See Lotus, the first example here, but this is always, EG are set up for this. They're in the right place at the right time, but Fnatic win out in a brawl outside on tree here. EG not able to even get themselves into a position to execute one of their pistol strats. And Alpha, is he going to go farming here? Plenty of EG bodies on the other side.
He's going to fall away from this. Find that next angle to sit to. See him creeping close there. Lovely. Nice from Alpha. Another chance. Not going to get it that time. Has to start falling back. Doesn't want to give anything up here. Chance for a pinch coming in through tower, though. That there in your mind. Boostio. Oh, dearie me. It's all gone a bit wrong here. Lovely from Alpha. Can't make much more of it. 4 standing at the end there. Not too many problems in the end.
And Alpha gets a couple of kills as well, so that will put him 3 away from the lockdown. We'll come back in here. I guess, yeah, here with a Bulldog, a Stinger to round out the purchase. Actually, going to catch an upgrade here. 2 Bulldogs alongside these rifles in the hands of Durka and Alpha. Curious if Fnatic want to take the fight to them. Both are just committed towards spawn here, able to smoke off both sides. And yeah, looks like they might just take the fight to them.
That's a long-awaited fight there. Follow not so clean though. There's escape.
Gets away?
Yep, 15 HP. He's still alive.
It's a good paint shell as well, actually coming through. Jogmo, he finds a kill on Chronicle, retreating back through sand.
Yeah, the kind of counter pressure coming in through from Dish.
I mean, I know the paint shell going through that forces Boaster back, but Chronicle then, I don't know if he goes up the rope. He falls on the retreat back out of A main.
Oh, look at the.
Boaster might catch
this. Doing a double pump. Yeah, but he's got a stinger. It's not enough. A little too close to the corner, and Com's going to clear it pretty cleanly. Putting Leo next in the driving seat of this round. Alpha trying to maybe make his way around the north side, but Leo's got a Bulldog, full kit of util. Doesn't get noted, actually. Oh, what is that? Jogamo, half in the air, just flying through, and Alpha's going to keep that rifle.
You're going to try and hold in here for an exit, but this is actually big because it gets Com 1 off the Hunter's Fury, Demon 1, 2 off the Orbital Strike. So 2 ultimates that EG have pinned a lot of attacking rounds in terms of set pieces here. I mean, Jogamon's very low, actually, 8 HP. And Ethan's a little ahead of him here. Don't want to see them actually drop these rifles with the credits you see on the left side of your screen here. A little bit concerning. It shouldn't be in range of the spike anyway here.
Southern go for a little bit of a look.
He's more conscious, just wants to hold on to this.
That's fair. Not a problem. Okay, 10-5 now. Double digits reached for EG. First one in this half, though. Still a buy to be had for Fnatic coming through. Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
That's how that happened.
You wanted clarity, you got it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Clean.
Okay, fun times ahead, though, because Durka does have the operator. Now, I'd love to see a bit of that. Want a bit of that. I need something. Fnatic, 5 rounds ain't enough for me. Like pistol rounds, and then once they go into the buys, where were they? There they are now, though. Durka, lovely connection on the first. Com gonna fall down. That's a little piece of the kit that EG depends upon, removed above a minute 30. This now should change that dynamic of what they go for.
Try and counter this by finding some space in A main, but a weird setup here from Alpha. Some utility in the choke point here, and Dish uncovered as of yet, but him and Leo, I guess, ready to swing out here. Stim actually bounced off the alarm bot, but still EG find themselves on site.
Okay.
So if they can retreat behind these smokes as well.
Do they get the time?
I was going to say, actually, nobody from Fnatic even coming through to spam on the backside of this, so almost a rehearsed retake to come through here for Fnatic, potentially.
Let's see how perfected this is, though. First player to step forward is going to be Alpha. Trying to clear out the players on the side is going to be Jogamo. Everyone else sitting a little bit deeper. You start seeing the fight towards those backlines coming from Leo. Jogamo taking a little bit of a look to the right side of the smoke. He's going to see Chronicle for sure taken out by Chronicle, and now Fnatic take that next step. Masses of advantage when it comes to the body simply online. Ethan, what a shot, though. even by Demon 1 here, overwhelmed in the end. Now Leo starts to pressure. Defuse started. Alpha not going to be stopping that one either. All down to Boostio now. Oh my word, what an attempt. But Alpha held his nerve, held down the defuse. Fnatic make it to 6.
I mean, there's nano swarms here. I'm not sure where Demon 1's molly goes. I noted it before the plant came through. I don't know if he uses it to maybe slow down the retake, but that's a big tool available here with a safe plant as well. Is that Demon 1's molly there? Very strange, if that's the case.
Imagine if I died right now.
Yeah, Fnatic setting up. I was curious why there was no real pressure onto the backside of the smokes here, but as if they were relying on, like I said, a rehearsed retake coming through. Same setup once again as well. So Alpha looking to do a little bit of chip damage here with his util in the choke point. The other 4 members of Fnatic over towards B site right now.
She's got the showstopper online. EG looks like the pace shift again towards the site. They want to try and... It looks very similar to before.
I mean, do we see the adjustment now with the orbital strike available? Like I said, the Molly's here, the Hunter's Fury's here, plenty of post-plant tools available. Nano swarms will go in.
Ethan.
There's nobody actually reflanking towards the south side here, so Boaster's finally coming through tree, but it's a lot for him to handle.
Yeah, and the timing is going to be nuts. If he gets it or not, though, Jorgamo is dead to rights. Doug is going to take the space. Posting.
He gets a second.
He fights Ethan. Huge. Boaster now makes his debut as well, clearing that back line. This is gorgeous from Fnatic. That's the team we were waiting to see. Clinical on the retake.
A beautiful read as well. I mean, it being just Boaster, you're a little concerned that he has so many people to get past here on the flank, but I'm not even sure. Actually, Jorgamo didn't have showstopper, right?
I don't.
Obviously, Con was on the Hunter's Fury, but I don't think he's deep enough here.
No.
No, Jorgamo, 2 away. I mean, the saving grace. Ethan fall into that. Is he just tucked in behind the double box, I think? Saving grace being Evil Geniuses didn't overinvest here, so they're actually close to getting pretty much everything online for their next buy round. 3 Stingers, 2 Sheriffs to bring into this one.
EG deciding it's time for a timeout. Probably rightly so. You've just had a string of rounds put up against you. 1 blip in the middle. But Fnatic's starting to find their footing here, right? Like, they're a good team. They're starting to look less flustered. We're starting to see a little bit more of that dominance showing. Clean rounds like that, that's a little worrying. So where's the adaptation going to come from now? Your players are activated, right? They're all looking pretty good here. Everyone's playing up to what I'd say is okay. I'd say Demon 1 could do a little bit more work, but again, he's maybe just not in that position to be doing so. Outside of that, though, the gap's starting to close. That pressure's going to start coming back again. Again, this round may not be completely the one we see. Obviously, the plan in Stingers, Sheriffs. Classic as well for Boostio. I mean, he was pretty good with it on the first map. On the other side, of course, that purchase looking really nice with Fnatic. Still going to have that operator for Durka. A whole lot of kit. Alpha 1 away from ult. Boaster already got his there. Chronicle 2 off 2. Just going walkabout. Slowly closing towards that B side, but I mean, no particular hurry on this. Durka's still around as well.
Jones invested very deep, actually. Don't even think he'll have a chance to spot anything towards tower or pressure Durka off this angle. Durka will spot the knife, though. He's already posted up back on this angle. No smoke to cover just yet, either.
Oh, the timing makes me nervous. Does he just take a straight shot? No, he's actually holding on from that. Jorgamo going to invest his, and actually this is a big investment here. Jorgamo just going to take all the space he's being given. That could be one. It is, but the trade's there. Chronicle not going to go down either. Stays, holds, and now they're in real problems. They're investing so much, doubling down, tripling down, and they can't get past Fnatic, holding them back perfectly. Calm and Demon 1 left with a Sheriff and a Stinger, and that's all about she wrote. Yes, an ult there for Demon 1, but is this really Where you use it. Could need one of those Demon 1 rounds here. He is going to invest it. This is everything that they had for EG.
Wait,
He's
what?
pushed out to a 1v1. Chronicle gets caught, and now it's all on Alpha. That young talent, the young gun Demon 1 down so low. He's got to land, and he does. Alpha there. Didn't miss. Held his nerve. And gets the defuse.
You should dump everything into this. You can understand maybe the showstopper to try and find an opener, but the rolling it feels like just desperation. It's like, well, we've already invested showstopper, Hunted Fury. Let's throw the rolling thunder in there.
Does nothing.
Leo actually gets a kill ahead of it, even taking effect as well. That's a tough blow to EG, and it brings Fnatic within touching distance now. 2 rounds away from tying things up. Boostio pulling out the operator here. Very curious. I mean, maybe just pushes him towards a little more passive position on that flank control, but again, nobody showing anything outside tree here. Alpha with a very deep position as well. Lockdown available. Boaster probably going to be the probe towards B site here. But EG used up both ultimates to counter the lockdown. So Fnatic can sit comfortably on that.
Yeah, that's something that's going to sit very nicely in their pocket. Durka undetected, holding this ground. And it looks like a crunch towards A. You've got north and south side coming through. 3 players here. Leo on the site. Durka very forced to reveal his hand touch here. But does he get the safe escape? No, he doesn't. Jorgamo, so sharp. Beautiful shot towards Durka. Stall towards the north side. Look at the south, though. They're not out of the woods just yet. Leo, does he get checked on? Playing on site. Very hard to clear here with Chronicle trying to hold his cross. Jorgamo's got stunning movement. He flies in, but Boomster out of nowhere. Finding 3. Bringing this back in the hands of Fnatic and put it all to Boostio to try and do something with. He's only got 13 seconds. Who wants to plant? Still a molly in that lockdown. Boostio has to go nuclear here. Lockdown the zone.
Yeah, can trade off lockdowns here.
He's got a bit of room to play with, though. Turret's there. It's all on the aim here. He's going to be forced out of position potentially by that molly. Not much to play on the left-hand side. And now he's got some room to work. Molly forces him out. Alpha is just as quick with it. Boaster just saved them in that round.
I mean, nobody's swinging onto that angle. Jorgamo finds the opener. Boaster, I think he swings out of the smoke here. The beautiful execution of Durka. I mean, he's way out of this. Wow. What is that?
Fully no man land, just sat there.
Right here.
The turret himself.
Right here.
That's absolutely cracked EG's buy. Now we're in panic stations, right? This is when reality's coming back around. So good you get it twice, apparently. Operator for Boaster. What's going on?
Maybe Durka's going to be set in motion here, yeah, with a satchel plate. Fnatic once again trying to catch somebody off guard. This is to address the ability EG have to execute on B site here with the lockdown. Fnatic trying to take some of the space towards Arcade and limit EG's control here behind it.
It's going to be Ethan up against at least Durka. Now Leo, now with all that kit there, they want to try and get this dealt with, and it's done. That's going to be Fnatic winning out the big proponent of this round. That one big element that could have maybe turned the tides a little. Now this north side hold from Fnatic makes it very difficult for EG to cross. They just about scramble towards the site. Still Alpha towards tower, doesn't get checked on, gets the punish, gets the follow-up. No third for him though. Boostio and Demon 1 still going to try and put up numbers here. There's so little safety.
Com slips out. He gets back to Arcade.
But the timing, does
He's
he get caught?
reflanking tower.
But the timing on Boaster here, this is mad. He's got a shot, and he's taking him down. Tap on the spike, though, draws him around. Leo gets brought away, has to deal with it, he can't! Com overwhelms, but it's Chronicle in a 1v2, and the molly's on the site. So he looks elsewhere for a moment. Can he close the gap on anyone? He can! Com's gone down, 1v1 now. Needs some big work from Demon 1 here, and it can't happen! EG just about get to 11. Fnatic did everything win condition-wise they needed.
And Fnatic take the space away, but they don't actually follow through it, and I think that's the problem. EG are still allowed to execute onto Alpha on site. I don't know if maybe the adjustment here is for Alpha to be positioned more towards the tower, maybe towards the arcade side of tower. Because what, he goes 1 for 1? Does he get 2? I can't even remember.
I think he's still got 2 Alpha on this. It's like they didn't clear him with a boombot. It didn't obviously go into the corner.
Crazy, once again, the EG invests the lockdown on that sort of round, but it pays off this time around.
Boostio's in a whole lot of trouble. Boostio's dead. Fnatic even putting a hit squad to clearing this side. We've seen a couple rounds in a row now. What's the response? Not going to fully clear the utility either. Looks like just power on through close smokes. Cross not going to get caught this time around. All the utility being dealt with. Leo held back, forced away by the... Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Michael. This isn't real. Com has no idea. He's got no idea. When does he turn? Does he ever turn? Now it's time to think about the crowd. Now it's time to hear.
He's got the
what
Hunter's
they're doing.
Fury though.
Oh my god, this is everything.
Fnatic maybe think they've won this by clearing the backline and there's no Hunter's Fury to play off.
But we've seen these moments before, Mike. I can't think this is all but safe. Jorgamo goes looking, he finds Leo. And now what is going on here? Fight on the site, Ethan wins it. The backline now going to start being tested. Ethan's noted it, he knows he's in trouble, he needs the help to come in. They're being overwhelmed on the site. Ethan trying to do everything he can, he's got so much pressure. Com has to sit back, he has to wait. Fnatic have no idea, sends it, no tag. No tag, and no time, EG! Gonna make it up to 12. Com goes completely unchecked, held his nerve and just head down, keeps himself safe.
Like I said, I think Fnatic feel like they've won this out. They may be expecting the lurk back through spawn from Com,
Sure.
which he's done before.
Yeah.
You've seen him lurk through B site and all the way into spawn with the Hunter's Fury previously, but Fnatic clear dish proactively as well.
One enemy remaining.
I think that's why they slow things down as well. Like, yeah, they're not playing outside main. There's nobody here. That is wild.
Game on now. EG, this is the pressure that got them screwed over early. This time, Jorgamo outdoes Durka. Early man advantage now. 5v4, they can slow down a bit if they want to. There's still 3 players from Fnatic on this side of the map, leaving it all in the hands of Alpha over towards 8. And EG gonna get Ethan's ult ready to go. It's a big piece of the puzzle. Jorgamo only 1 away, as is Demon 1 now.
Fnatic slowly clearing back through underpass as well here, but adjustment in the setup for Alpha. Another one bespoke towards just slowing things down.
He's got the operator, right? Okay. Alpha, operator on site, support is not there yet for him. This is all on the young gun himself. He can't quite get away, but he's got a second lease of life. Jorgamo and Boostio in unison, though, taking this one firmly in their hands. It's Boaster and Chronicle to try and deny going to that map 3. It feels inevitable, but the plan yet to go in now goes down. Boaster creeps a little closer, gets overwhelmed. Jorgamo is absolutely thriving in this round as Chronicle, last one alive. First scalp claimed, needs 3 more. Time against him, kit invested. He's got Com, he's got Boostio, he's got nothing. EG taking us to map 3.
Slow things down, negate his value, but Demon 1, I believe, only 3 times this year has had to play against a Cypher. One of them being Nats, but here stepping up towards Alpha. So that counter pick discussion, how much do we see it come into effect here on Split? Early space taken away, actually. Fnatic playing very deep on this.
Yeah, no one's here. So EG will get full step to the site. They've cleared through pretty cleanly towards tower. I think the dog just managed to get around the corner. So they take a fair amount of space. Now, at this point, instantly into the retake and the post plant. Now, looking at what kit Fnatic has, plenty. All the juice in this one. Now, the timing on Boostio here is quite curious. And a swing, lovely double swing actually. Puts Durka on the back foot. Counter flash comes in from Leo to try and stem any of that aggression. Where are they going to find this?
Clue.
Oh, belting shot from Durka. Ethan's just been deleted. Jorgamo getting back to it. And now you can see that crunch coming in. Com going to take down Chronicle. Hold on! EG starting to work away at Fnatic down to Boaster and Alpha. Trying to work their way back in as well. But look who's waiting. Demon 1 on the side, waits patiently. Contact made! 2 bodies drop. EG get the first pistol here.
Busio, again, there's a spy cam on B. Alpha doesn't retrieve it, but I don't believe he even checks it once as they retreat away from B site. Busio put in a position where, I mean, nearly shows his hand too early.
Yeah.
Luckily, that pinch comes through from all the way deep in screens.
Okay.
Just to come back to, again, the Cypher discussion, we're really looking towards Ethan and Jorgamo to be diligent in terms of utility here, to pave the way for Demon One to find value.
Okay.
Or to find some of that online form once again.
If that happens, bloody hell. Okay, we're going to have the two players pushed up pretty close by here. You got a flash from Leo potentially, and a little bit of work maybe to be had from Durka. Okay, they're trying to be drawn in here. Yeah, oh, this is a nice little pocket piece. Ethan, though, instantly deals with that initial threat. Jorgamo staying alive.
Jorgamo actually nearly satchelled into that paint shell. We'll get healed up, though, Ethan. The regrowth available.
Don't mind the ideas from Fnatic here. I mean, you're on a round of classics, right? You might as well try and make something happen for yourself. Nice little idea. Didn't get what they really wanted. The heal coming through. Everyone's back up to fighting form. Going back in, you're going to be seeing Boaster on the other side. Still has the smoke to invest if he fancies.
There.
Chronicle can catch that cross too, potentially. But again, you're talking about classics, so it's very difficult. Clearing on it.
Spam Boaster out, actually.
I think they've even noted Chronicle. Absolutely, they have. Yeah, very quick to close down. Do they find the follow-up? Yes, they do. Leo's cleared. EG. Clinical in approach fight. It's down to one Alpha.
Jesus. How's Alpha getting two there with
Jorgamo's
a classic?
22. It was the next one up. Bloody hell. Okay, got a little bit, you know, precarious at the end. It is Alpha. Just a quick, you know, a little reminder for you. If you're like, have you forgotten the Turkish one kid? Absolutely not. For now, though, EG have got the start they wanted. Now, up against Fnatic, they have not had the same pistol round success or those bonus conversions. This is a very light amount to come in with as well.
Dirk actually brings a judge into this, so I'm not sure if, similar to the previous map, we see him opt towards that operator on the defense. Yeah, only the one rifle in the hands of Demon One, the Bulldog here. It's a Stinger and two Spectres, so easy trying to protect that purchase to follow this round.
Both could clean up here. Timing's pretty key, though. Keep an eye on the rest of the map. There is slow progress over towards A as well. Not a great deal, but also just getting the feel of each other at this point, kind of getting to know these two sides play.
I mean, I'd argue no progress, because actually they haven't been spotted, so they're not going to bait out a rotation here. The utility's unfolded. There's two traps, a spy cam spotting deep into heaven as well, so you do want to see these two players outside A at least pump a little bit, create a little bit of pressure to Fnatic.
You can see what EG are trying to do, though. They're trying to end towards that A side, potentially, but as you said, with that lack of progress, they're walking into a big unknown.
And due to the fact that they have SMGs, that's why they need to force a rotation, force somebody Fnatic to cross paths with EG in mid here, but Spike's going to regroup. EG might get an opportunity to take a scrap in heaven here.
30 seconds left.
Hello, camera. So cross actually going to be made for Jorgamo and Demon One towards the site. Alpha's going to catch comp. Spike is on the site,
HP,
though. That's true. Spike's one down, yeah. So Fnatic, unless something goes terribly wrong, like Demon One pops off or Bustio does, they've done more than enough here. Keeping four standing, really nice.
Facility is crazy.
Really nice there.
And yeah, whilst all this is happening on B, if you see somebody come forward, deal with the camera, maybe take a trip away, that's when Fnatic are going to adjust. But I think for the entirety there, Alpha's just sat in the camera.
Yeah.
Literally. So he can command this heavy lean towards B. And ultimately put Fnatic in a position where they can take the engagement. They know that odds on they're going to have a numbers advantage here.
Bonus round not finding any sort of danger there, really, and I think you highlighted it perfectly as to why. It was so well controlled from some of the utility work coming in, and you can see it, I'm pretty sure, almost every round until Alpha does get checked on, right? He's going to be able to kind of keep that control over towards A. There. Looks like early start towards middle for EG, at least on their protocol list. Yeah, the Boombot on the other side trying to rattle on through. Durka waiting with the judge, so dependent on this timing, could be quite effective, but for now, just working off the back of the smoke. Slow work towards Vent.
Same thing applies here, though. You don't see this utility set up from Alpha pressure here. Fnatic won't feel an awful lot of pressure.
Okay, slippery.
Chronicle's position, he's actually deep enough to find a stun into Mail here as well.
Ooh.
There's so many little pieces that can come together for Fnatic on the back of that first contact being taken. With 40 seconds left on the clock, by the way.
They're desperately trying to figure this out, right? Get that little bit of a beat on the likes of Fnatic, who are masterful at this, keep in mind. Now the Paranoia gets sent. I think it only catches one, maybe two. Flash towards Boaster, Painter to follow. Cross gonna be had as well. Seeker's gonna make that pretty secure. And Jorgmo with a lovely overwhelm towards Boaster. Sight's now theirs. Do they get a safe plant? They don't have full safety from Heaven, CT, anywhere else. Fnatic still have step back here. Chronicle gonna get pressured. Handles Jorgmo, looks for the follow-up. Demon 1's dead! Demon 1's dead! Gorgeous from Chronicle. And now Ethan, Com, and Busio trying to hold against the favorable numbers here. And Busio's in no man's land, getting chased around, but Com does well to find Durka. Ethan slips away and Com tries to fill that void. Now, Flash comes in, turns it, but not well enough. Alpha, he's there on the site, and now Com, what can you do? This is hard work, it ain't gonna happen. Fnatic showing their caliber now.
And not even just conceding the 2 kills, but giving Fnatic an opportunity to invest the neural theft here. Reveals the lurk from Com, who was so late on that as well. So I should say so deep on this. All the way towards bottom mid, still outside sewers at this point. Like I said, a little bit of pressure on site as well. EG can't find an open plant for Heaven, so at that point, Com's hand is forced. He has to make a move. It's going to reset the economy of EG as well. 2 Stingers and some Sheriffs. One away from the Blade Storm though, so get this orb outside B potentially. I think Demon was literally like, bro, I'm right here.
Please.
I'm literally right here.
Okay, Com, has he slipped up unnoticed? No, I think he's been pinged out. Okay, so they're aware that someone's gotten close. Don't know if it got completely seen in the cam, but you can already see Durka trying to check on this. Com's got himself posted nice and deep though, so might be able to do something with it. Uh-oh, maybe not. Yeah, gonna have to show the hand. Looks like they want to try and pressure towards the safe side.
Oh.
Actually, they've done it really nicely timed. That's worked really well. Okay, challenge and falls to Alpha. They're on Stingers and Sheriff, so again, this isn't the big buy for them. 50 seconds. Paranoia gonna find no one here. Seeker's gonna come through as well, so gonna keep checking what EG are up to. There is the ult coming in as well for Demon 1.
Nobody's dealing with the Seeker for him though. We slowed down a little bit on the approach. Alpha committed towards a side position. First trip finds nothing. Demon 1 over the top.
That's the Demon 1 you needed, but Alpha's still alive. He's going to make it hard work. He's only going to be able to manage 1, actually. 4v2 now.
Is he throwing everything in here?
Yeah, Jorgmo just wants to defend, right? It's just... Whoa, he's got him right to the chest. He puts his body on the line for it, and now a 1v3, but it is Leo. And they are working with less. He's got a flash. He's got a first target. That's not pleasant. That's not pleasant. But around 3G, not bad. Bloody hell.
Both duelist ultimates thrown in here to convert the Thrifty. A couple of concerns in my eyes, though. Here, I mean, the pinch is perfect from Vent. As soon as Durka tries to isolate Com, I believe, towards the top of ramp, we have to see an adjustment here. We've seen Fnatic basically employ the same approach to bind with his Cypher. It's to counter the default Viper wall, to deny value in terms of the lurk up behind it. You see, actually, not spotted, but pinged out immediately. Com really neutered in that sense.
Durka's going for a fight over on A main, the extremity as well. Yeah, Com needs to be super careful to not fall there. He's making
Get out of there.
baiting it. Oh my God, Com!
Okay, don't.
Mad confidence, apparently. Toying with Chronicle and Durka? That's...
And I don't think he even noted Chronicle on the push-up initially. It was just Durka. Durka has slipped through. No way does Ethan catch this.
Yeah, timing's everything now.
Are you serious?
And Ethan's got the spike. He's got support here, though. He's not alone. Durka is.
This is a beautiful collapse, though.
This is nice. We find 2 first. Hello! Ethan's got him. Okay, opportunities are plenty now towards A, right? That's super open for them. These Bulldogs are going to struggle. Only 1 for Boaster, 2 rifles, though, between Leo and Alpha. Paranoia could be nice. Nice timing on that. Wants to close in a little. Good quite make it in time. Able to sit back a little safer, but buys a good couple of seconds here. 35 left on the board. As Leo slips the smoke, finds one, spray! Against it, Demon 1 goes down. Way more possible now. 2v3. Boaster's on the side. Ah, he's been dealt with so quickly. 20 seconds, that should be the plan.
Alpha does have a Vandal, though. You can find the first one cleanly. Jorgamo offers it up, hands it over.
45. Masses of HP. Blood. Hell. Alpha. Oh, comes timing there. Nice all work together. Okay. EG have found a little bit of an answer back. When do we see a Fnatic timeout, do you think? I don't think it's now. Maybe another couple of rounds. I don't know. 2 to 4 here?
I mean, no, Vinny's probably considering it now, to be honest. So it's the first round we've seen Alpha switch things up. The utility invested towards B. And like I said, that's key. In terms of throwing off Fnatic's defensive game plan, seeing the same thing run on Bind, relying on the same things here on Split. Maybe if another round loss comes through. We do see Fnatic switch things up. Big spam coming through, but Ethan.
What a shot! Fully unintentional, it feels, but you take him when you get him, I guess, because Fnatic wanted to get aggressive down middle, and you've taken away the main proponent.
Yeah, they give up a first death as well. No commitment to the swing behind that as well to make sure that there's a trade that happens. Just so, I mean, yeah, EG are stacked here as 3, sure, but both on a judge as well, so he's going to be committed towards a very deep position towards main.
You want to fight it?
Does the Trailblazer spot it out?
Yep. Wait,
that's in
middle.
middle.
That was in middle. Yeah, Boostio's taken away Boaster. There was another player on the side though. That is going to be Leo. Still succeeds. Takes down Demon 1. Site's far from secure and trying to slip the wall against Chronicle. Not going to happen. Ult comes in. Now they're scrambling. 2v2. Alpha and Chronicle up against Ethan and Com. Ult's going to be put in though.
Alpha did find a kill off that.
Got the ult as well. He's throwing everything in and the kitchen sink, trying to toy with all the snap to attention from Ethan.
The Seeker!
Oh, bloody hell, Alpha! He's getting chased down by it. And a follow-up from Ethan with the judge. They've extended the lead now, 5-2. We got to take a breath here. This is now becoming a bit of a gap, right? We're starting to see them stretch this lead ahead. 3 on the trot. Mini's feeling that too. Fnatic.
What is that?
Yeah, it's just.
What the hell is that? It looked even worse on the replay.
It did.
I think that's it.
Yeah, no surprise to see the timeout come through here. Again, Fnatic's purchase delicate. Obviously, the light shields will protect it a little further, but I mean, you've just highlighted it too as Dirk at 1 and 7 right now, unable to really have a say in a lot of these rounds, which in my eyes are ones that Fnatic are being given a lot of space to play with. Initially, they were getting a lot of value on the back of heavily anchoring away from Alpha's setup, but didn't do enough towards mid or B. When you have that guarantee of a lack of pressure, what's the second step? What's the second win condition for Fnatic in these defensive rounds? We haven't really seen them take the initiative, to be honest with you.
That hesitation, something that certainly stood out a little on map 2. I wonder if that's coming through showing here. Again, still early enough that they could very much have this timeout, come back in with a little bit better prepared here, maybe Mini noting what you did as well. Maybe finding those opportunities and taking them a little bit further, especially off the back of the space they've garnered. But again, EG can come in and kind of change things up themselves now. They've had a little check-in with Coach Potter. They can find whatever they need. A couple of ults here, yes, but I mean, it's really only Durkers that can be called into mind. And beyond that, you're starting to see a little bit of confidence creeping in with EG here. Just a little.
EG unable to punish, but Jorgamo setting up here. You look how deep Durka is on stairs as well, with very, very deep control between Boaster and Leo.
Still committing what they say here. Yeah, okay, so the players going in is Demon 1. Chronicle going to try and supplement and support on the side, which is going to be Alpha, but Alpha's seeing nothing. Oh, Jorgamo flies in! Demon 1 did manage to capitalize on that timing, though, by taking down Alpha. Boaster slips a little deeper. Demon 1's still here.
What?
Dodging, trying to get around it. Fnatic take it back towards the site. A couple of fumbles, it looks like, but 2 players still standing. Boostio and Com.
30 seconds
Spikes
left.
down on the site. 27 seconds. Not easy at all. do they find any next step here?
Especially with Leo's position.
Yeah. Boaster is lower HP, but 15 seconds now. Running very low on time. Dropping down together. Dirk isolates the first. It's all on Boostio. He ain't got it. Lovely. Safe pair of hands in the end from Boaster there. Got very chaotic on the back of Pillar.
Demon One's just terrified of the showstopper coming through from Durka. Chronicle's ready to swing out of that smoke as well. It's almost like Demon One, he's set up for two.
Yeah. Excuse me, that was the Boostio flying in.
As you hear it happen off screen here, but I said Demon One here had a freebie on Chronicle. And you'd argue Durka, because Durka's swinging left out of it.
Good job, boys.
That's what they needed. A round like that gets Fnatic a little back in this game. Does add a couple of question marks around maybe Demon One down the line, but for now we kind of just keep that in the back of our minds ticking on. Maybe just situational.
I mean, the byproduct of a couple of scrappy rounds played out here. Demon One's on a Guardian in EG's buy round.
Yeah, so's Boostio.
So's Boostio. He didn't even spot the one on the bottom.
Look how deep Fnatic are going exploring here. First time we're seeing them commit behind this even further.
Like I was saying, I wanted to see them take the initiative, take some space away on the other side of the map with this anchor set up towards 8. Fnatic are doing just that, denying space here.
Okay, so that's going to note it, right? EG now know, yes, they pushed up a little deeper, but they're playing patiently on the other side too. They also have a man pushed up towards middle, super deep.
I mean, another key thing to note as well, they forced the adjustment of the Viper Wall. This time around, Com has invested it towards B, cut off just next to Pillar.
They know they're back up now. Do they check? None the wiser. Leo did find Ethan though, so Com's success only keeps us back at a 4-4. The spike goes down.
30 seconds left.
You're looking at the clock, really, 27 seconds. Jorgamo maybe banking on finding Boaster. They look like they want to finish on B. You're going to have Boaster and Leo to try and hold them back. Jorgamo just on the other side of that smoke. Does he catch your timing? He's going to hear the steps. He went for an audacious play, but Boaster not falling for that. And they pivoted over towards A, over towards Chronicle, over towards Alpha, who's caught the cross. Demon One took so much damage. Spike goes into the hands of Boostio, but can he even get the spike down in time? I don't know if he can. He's been denied. Alpha's fallen. Spike is in, but no players to stand and defend it. Fnatic really starting to put EG through their paces.
I said they take away a lot of space here in EG's kind of comfort factor. There's a couple more question marks across the map. And it takes them so long to figure out where they want to go. Boostio still lurking up onto A. When the rest of the team are still, it looks like they're committed towards a B split. But again, you're lurking onto the side that Alpha has a safe setup on. Very peculiar. I feel like EG are getting a little bit lost in their own heads here. Conceding a couple of rounds that haven't taken much from Fnatic. All I wanted to see was a little bit of space control, a little bit of deeper exploration. Has forced a round to basically be decided by the clock.
And this looks a little different. 3-2 split, but it's quite pacey. But there's 4 players here from Fnatic. Again, Fnatic will just be leaning on this stack. Alpha is doing wonders without even having to fire a bullet, right? He's doing perfectly holding this down. Now he gets a little tested, though. Again, they are on a lighter buy. You've got that rifle with Com. That's all I'm seeing, but Ethan going to put that stinger to use. That's how Danger and Boostio trying to activate that lurk himself. Does he catch timing on Boaster recheck-in, or maybe not? They're going to hear these steps. Durka will relay this information. And Boostio is going to try and defend towards CT. The cross going to be watch and pressured. Durka forced away. He fought back into that.
Audacious from Durka.
He's got backup now, but obviously that's just way off the timing. Demon One might be able to punish these two. The young gun who's not fully had that same form we've seen online, and it will be once again absent. Leo outdoes. Gives them a big shot into this round. Again, note the weaponry they have.
Com has a rifle to work with here, but it's just a stinger and a sheriff in the hands of Ethan and Boostio. Flash is good, proactive here. Com finds a kill.
Lovely synergy between the two, still being proactive into these post plants, just perfect. Boaster and Leo, what do you do on the way back? They have nothing else to play with, no more flash for Leo, just comes on now. He might be able to do something, but time is running very low. On the spike they go, first one found, Boaster's not stopping.
Hold up.
Hold on, Leo doing wonders, can he find him? No, Boaster with a defuse. Perfect work from them, making it count with so little.
What a ridiculous outcome to that round. And a bit of a fumble from EG. The perfect setup here, the plant, maybe just not deep enough here. I'm not even sure actually of the final plant location, but it looks like it's quite far over to the right, yeah.
It's massive for Fnatic as well. That's 3 now.
Daylight robbery to get away with that
no.
defuse.
Yeah, oh no.
Yeah.
But they got ults, right? So for EG, gonna pump the brakes here, right? You got the round with, you know, the fully stacked house, right? You got everything you want. Maybe not the knives for Demon, but that's only 1 away anyway. So this feels like they've got a big chance in this. Now for Fnatic, again, the fact of the matter is that someone who's sitting on 8-8 currently is determining the vast majority of the outcome of this game. Alpha's hold on A, but he doesn't get tested when he gets, you know, sit onto the late game. They're allowing that 4-play stack on B. All of these things are working out so well for Fnatic. I don't know if this is still even enough for EG to get around this.
I mean, I'd almost counter that with saying EG aren't really addressing the backside of that problem. They're trying to desperately force the adjustment of Alpha, which is why I think we're seeing Com now put the wall towards B to plant the seed of doubt that a Lurk's coming through on B this time. There's going to be slow pressure towards mid, and they're going to try and find the back way into B site, but it's not happening. You're not seeing... I mean, I was talking about maybe EG switching up the early round protocols on attack here to enable Demon 1 to play against a, you know, out of his comfort zone versus a Cypher. Once again, like I said, very few times we've had to see them do that, but it's not even becoming a factor, to be honest with you.
It's not. All right, let's see what we have this round. Okay, little bit of intent towards middle. 3 players here from Fnatic. And the early ult sent through, finding nothing here. And it's going to be trying to set up Durka, but they've cleared. So much information on the back of this. Alpha's got to be ready. He has got players coming his way. The Seeker's going to highlight where he is. Demon 1's going to be in. Let's get caught, but that's fine. Gets cleared. And it's going to be an instantaneous retake. Jorgamo sends him scurrying away.
There's a chance there. Boaster and Leo would have fallen to that. Viper's Pit set up here. Everything dumped into this round. EG have to try and convert this one. No snake bites available, so they have to almost commit to some engagements here.
It's going to be brawly, isn't it? Oh, Boaster, so heads up. Clears out Jorgamo. That's the first player to fall. GB, is he going to try and spot some of these players out? Yeah, okay, gets sent back away from Demon 1. He's still on the site, just safe here. Drop down comes in, Boaster getting closer. 16 HP, spraying and praying. Ethan waiting. Anyone who shows through that wall, they're getting closer. Closing in. Fnatic starting to funnel through. Demon 1 can't do enough. It's all on Boostio. A 1v3. The denying on the first attempt. They might not be able to get to this. Oh, he's done just enough. Boostio. Heroics from further away. And Fnatic do not have the time for it.
I mean, Fnatic get over the initial hurdle. Absolutely flooding that Viper's Pit. Very well executed, but like you said, the time passing them by. Even with Boaster finding an early entry.
Boaster did really well to get that so quick.
To get Jorgamo down, relinquish some of that control on the back of the Cosmic Divide. It just comes down to this.
Let's go. 5-6. We get a title even. Demon 1, early challenge, early trade. Jorgamo goes down. Boostio gonna find Dirk all the way back, but Leo commits behind it. That's Boostio now removed. 3 still standing, and it's Ethan who's low, so no heal for him. This falls into the hands of Demon 1 and Com. They gotta find value here.
25 HP for Ethan. So now look at the switch up from Alpha, tucked into a committed position on site here. Finally, round 12. We see somebody go forward and deal with the camera.
And Leo has to, you know, start peeling away from B. You're starting to see those responses, right? But at this point, Alpha's still feeling safe enough. You can see a little bit of clear coming in as well. So you can see Fnatic are responding. This was the ideal goal that you wanted to be seen addressed. The Chronicle, wait, just lost it. Ethan in that? 20, he didn't even land a shot. Ethan's still alive on 25. CT is dangerous though. 2 players here. This cross is not comfortable. It's going to be Boaster watching it, joined by Leo. The flash, they have nothing else to really make this cross safer. Apart from that, it just catches Boaster. Going to deny Ethan. 28 seconds, that spike is dangerous. Okay, big pick up there. It's Com now trying to watch from above. There's that third man they don't quite know about yet. Now they do. Com's heard that.
Boaster's just pinged him out though. He spotted him on the retreat back.
don't know if he can do much from here. You're gonna need
Well,
a bailout
actually,
from
I'm
Demon
thinking
One.
otherwise now that Alpha's checking back towards Mail.
Oh, okay. He spotted 2, I think there. Calm now. Can't handle it. It's all on Demon One. We need heroics. At a time like this, he spots out the final player. It's him against Leo. Leo above and beyond for his side. Ice cold. Didn't fall for it. Didn't get any threatening by it. Perfect work by him. 6-6. This is the game we wanted.
It's heartbreaking here for Demon One. The first one, disgusting on Boaster.
Lovely.
Then drifts back onto this angle. Leo sticks to his guns, doesn't fall for the bait back.
Could not be closer here between these two teams. 6-6. Feels like it was almost, fated to come to a close game on the third. But now the test begins, Mike. Is this all that's in the tank? Is there more to be seen? Where are you looking?
They set up here, Fnatic looking to pop out the gates, potentially. Take early ramp control. A little bit of information on the back of the boombot here from Jorgemon. Demon One already posted up on the backside of this wall. Actually, yeah, Durka tagged up as well, down to 54.
Here.
Trying to get maybe some information off the cam to commit that paint shell, force a player out of position.
Okay, Demon One just about wins that fight. Left standing on 10 HP. That's going to be Durka gone. And you're looking at the rest. Where's the rest of the progress from Fnatic? You've got Boaster kind of slow working towards middle. That's going to be checked on by Pom.
That's key information for EG. Now they can play a little looser, a little deeper in heaven. Maybe look towards retaking some of this space once contact comes through, but actually with Demon One tagged up and committed towards the side position, maybe screens is the focal point for them.
Could be. You seem very aware of this, but I think you teed it up just right. They're sitting so deep on this, harder to clear now. This utility will not have as much success, but it will give them that semblance of safety moving forward. Probably going to know one, but Alpha, the timing is fantastic. Punishing Jorgemon to try and maybe alleviate the pressure. Ethan tries to work forward. Alpha again. Yes, he found Boaster, but still, the cross is had. Demon One. 10 HP on the site. He's gonna get checked on here, sure.
Spike planted.
Right? Yeah. He's gonna lose that window of timing now. Sweat it out between Alpha and Chronicle. Chronicle delivers the bullet perfectly. Beautiful work from Chronicle there, catching Com, doing so much for them on 1 HP at the end.
I mean, Demon One's able to survive here for so long with 10 HP, but doesn't even check rafters. You see, he's just desperately, he's playing to not die here. Not to have a say in this. Alpha, 2 ridiculous kills, I've got to be honest.
Oh, he's had a round.
Yeah.
Nice, boys.
Again, look at this, I mean, with an even first half, EG, I think the only time they've lost a defensive half on split this year was versus NRG in the playoffs. So they've got to feel good about coming out, at least setting themselves up for success here. A little posturing here, I think, Fnatic out on the back of the orb being taken. They're just going to force their way onto B site.
Boosty almost got caught up in that, yeah. Seen so clearly. Durka's on the hunt. I mean, it's very rare you see a quiet game from Durka. I think the desk kind of highlighted it very well. It's pretty reasonable that maybe Demon One isn't as comfortable yet. He's still working through that first LAN sort of vibe, right? Trying to feel it out a bit. First international LAN like this, at least, shall I say. But Durka, I mean, it's rare you see him have a quiet game. It's you know. So we'll see if he can activate here. Still around for him to build up that bit of confidence, get a little bit closer to that showstopper too.
I think this discussion that obviously Josh and Bren were starting to have on the desk. Demon One can get the operator online. What is that?
Huh?
Okay, slowed down a little bit here. Alpha going to find a response.
One enemy remaining.
And yeah, cleaned up.
There we go.
I get worried when Demon One's finding a classic kill from all the way back spawn to hell.
Doesn't seem right, does it?
No. But yeah, like I said, obviously the desk asking for one of these duelists to step up and really be the difference maker here in the home stretch, I guess, of this series. Demon One can activate here, get an operator online nice and early. We know that's the comfort zone. Keep talking about him not having that experience stepping onto the stage here. That is key to EG's success in the second half.
And Fnatic here, you look at the buy they're coming in with. Very well rounded. I mean, they got everything they want here.
Doesn't look like a bonus.
No, it does not. There's just that one Bulldog in the hands of Boaster, who's always pretty selfless anyway when it comes to his buys. Doesn't really make much odds when he Think about it that way. Durka trying to go in early. He's going to get ahead of this.
Paranoia is perfect.
Wow. Boostio, though, giving us a second lease of life, though. Not going to be checked on just yet. It looks for the fight on Durka, who's just taking space, taking names, and Chronicle, the layering to this is just out of this world. Fnatic just taking the site perfectly. Ethan and Demon 1 are a mile away.
EG caught off guard a little bit with the pace here. Snakebite comes in very late. There's obviously a Paranoia that catches Com, I believe, falling from heaven in midair. Yeah, Boostio and Com just not in complementary positions to absorb a site hit like that right through the choke point.
You're starting to see that caliber come into play, right? Fnatic are incredibly robust. I mean, almost flawless run in EMEA. I mean, very rarely getting fully challenged. They came off the back of the win in Brazil. There's a lot of reasons that we put a lot of credit with this team. We expect big things from them. You're starting to see some of that caliber slip into place here. Yes, it was actually a very well-rounded bonus, if you want to call it that. They're going to be very well situated going forward. Can ask for much better.
Call it a buy round. Honestly, yeah, with the light shields in. Yeah. Again, that's how Fnatic will stack up regardless. And like I said here, when Com falls, Boostio's is not in a position to capitalize on, you know, shooting somebody in the back or catching somebody off guard, even with a spam kill actually inside the smoke. Bit of a switch up here. Fnatic lean heavily towards 8 in the pre-round. 2 rifles, 2 stingers, and a sheriff for EG to work with.
Early flash will confirm attendance, but it doesn't tell too much, but this amount of presence probably will. Ethan, one of the only players who does have that rifle, so see if he can make much of this one. The temptation to maybe work through that smoke is there, but second's guesses and knows better than to be doing that. Boaster gonna make his way through. Nothing really much to deny this cross and deny that plant. Keep in mind, EG's buy is very weak, but they've always been quite dangerous in these rounds. Fnatic should be able to hold this, especially with these 3 players sat very patiently, but overwhelmed.
Hold up.
And outdone. Leo trying to deal desperately with whatever Jorgamo's doing. Flying! What is that? Jorgamo! Unrelenting aggression, taking out Leo, leaving it to Durka and Boaster. A little stunned at this point. Literally now, and Com's gonna find Durka leaving it all to Boaster. Flash comes in. This is just out of this world. What on earth was that round?
One of the cleanest executions here.
What the hell was that?
Jorgamo just goes absolutely nuclear with a stinger. Ethan finds a kill off screen, yes, but it comes through at the perfect time where Fnatic are looking to actually slow the push on the way back through. Yeah, Jorgamo's just not noted on the satchel up here. This is ridiculous. Yeah, the second there is outrageous onto Leo.
To have that individual confidence up against Fnatic is a really good sign for EG, at least in the kind of form of if you're talking about Jorgamo there. But still, that round didn't look winnable. Like, Fnatic did everything it felt like, right? They got everything they wanted.
Fnatic drifting back towards B now. A similar situation. Com and Boostio. Okay, yeah, Com's now drifting out of heaven. Other side of things, though. Demon 1 gives Fnatic a little bit of information with the neural theft.
Oh man, that's going to be heartbreaking. They're going right up the guts as well. Fnatic going to take that information. Work perfectly off the back of it as well. A little bit of stall though. They wanted to spiral out through here. Can't quite do it yet. Com? A little lost in the sauce there. Maybe looking for an anti-flash position, but he's just in the middle of no man's land. Boostio going to punish on 1. Pop flash comes in. Not going to be falling for that one. Fnatic just kicking down the door here. Not going to happen. That's them on double digits now.
Did Com think he catches the flash?
Did he think
he'd fallen down to hell or got off rafters or something? He looked surprised that he was still upstairs. Like, oh, well.
Here I am.
My camera is destroyed.
Yeah, Demon 1's just digging so deep. So deep. Again, once you confirm there's no close presence here, retrieve orb, reset. A little overzealous in approach here.
This is crunch time now. Like, this is the one, right? You've got 10 rounds for Fnatic now, sitting double digits here. 3rd map. EG left on 7. Yes, they had a little bit of a blip of a round with that kind of wild buy coming in. But now, this is the big one. We've got the operator out for Demon 1. Got his ult. Also going to have Showstopper for Jorgamo. On the other side, full buy, of course. No problems there. Ult for Chronicle, too. Not far off the Boaster, but it's not one to be really writing home about. Now the thing is though, Fnatic win this, you're on 11. And then you're gonna say you might have a round or two from an Alpha, Leo, Chronicle, someone, right? Because Dirk has been quiet, Boaster's doing fine, but he's doing what he needs to. Now, does EG really have the chops for this, right? This is the one. Can they really push this game all the distance? Does it fizzle out now? Held on 7? So we're about to find out.
Operator actually in play now for Demon 1. Both duelist ultimates, but I mean, decent progress elsewhere. Actually, Com the furthest away, 3 towards the pit. The other side of things, Fnatic, Rolling Thunder to work with, so limited in options, but they have that financial buffer a little bit, even if it's just one buy round to fall back on. With a commanding lead here, a bigger picture, Fnatic, and an advantage across the next couple of rounds, unless EG close this out as close to flawless as possible.
Fnatic change the pace. Shift gear a little. Lowering it down. Holding this very deep default. Yes, a little bit of a fact finder over towards A. They've noted potentially Alpha. I think it was actually just around the corner, but it stands. Utility being handled. But curiosity, EG, wondering what Fnatic are up to here.
Operator tested here, but Showstopper comes through, doesn't find anything on the backside either. It's a big investment towards mid hit. Rolling Thunder sent through, but Snakebite going to slow things down.
Oh, the adjustment for Boostio! Take it 2 with him. Does he get any more? He's outliving himself. Oh, what? Durka just didn't even expect him to take a look up and over that smoke. He thought he was fully safe. Boostio somehow has a cloak of invisibility in this one. Spike now left on the other side of main too. These 2 final players, I think, might have to relinquish a little here. Boostio getting maybe ahead of himself. Got to be careful. Doesn't want to give away too much here. They are still not out of the woods, even with this round in hand. Stunner from Alpha. 13 seconds, though. They're trying to make something happen. They can cost them so much. They cost them another. And Jorgo has to run. Com has to sit deeper. Now the round's out of touch, but they could seriously cost them everything. Oh, what on earth? Where is Ethan? Ethan needs to run away.
What was that from EG?
I don't know.
Operator giving up. Yes, round win, but I'm saying you want that to be as close to flawless as possible. I think that was about as far away as it could have been. Beautiful opener from Boostio, but EG just overstay their welcome here. Yep. Bladestorm available, but Showstopper burnt up. There's an opportunity to offset the purchase just a little bit, but look at the remaining funds. Worlds apart from where you'd want to be, EG coming out of a round win.
Boostio's in a lot of danger. Look at the pace in which Durka's closing that gap. He's got the sight to himself. Durka cracks open the sight. Oh, quick one back though. Demon 1 takes off his scalp and now looks for a follow-up. He's not alone in this. There is support here. Oh my God! Beautiful from Demon 1, allows Jorgamo in. But it's down to these 2. The deadly duo from that last round who cost them everything. Spike in a very similar position. But now more time. A minute to play with. You have to be on your guard. Alpha and Leo are looking sharp right now. There they are. Jorgamo notes them.
Spots both.
He cannot let this slip. That was a great attempt from Leo there. Serious damage on Ethan, but they stand tall. They stand with 3 alive.
Huge plays from Demon 1. To go over the top of the double box there is ridiculous. First one, clean onto Durka, but the decision making here. I mean, the stun actually comes onto Chronicle. I didn't even spot that there initially, but almost set in motion to find a 3rd with the Bladestorm. A little bit of tech and come into a boosted position here. I like the switch up. Boostio has been targeted once again. We saw it at Lotus on map 1, but isolated a few times on these B-side holds.
Ooh, Alpha.
Yeah, weird spam game, actually, that Fnatic are entertaining outside A here, but no harm, no foul.
Try to look at the ults here as well, yeah, okay. Couple close by. So early little scrap over towards A, but this position from Com actually could find value.
Especially if Jorgamo's shown presence. Now he has. I mean, they've noted Demon 1 on the other side of things as well, so...
Oh, but they're backing away. Where do they go with this? I mean, you've got, what, 45 seconds. I guess if they split through Heaven, then they get a great opportunity to clear Com, actually. But a late lean back towards A, bit unknown. Demon 1, operator there. Fnatic running this really very late on the clock.
Late round, walking into an operator potentially.
Timing's everything. Does Demon 1 get a fair shot at this one? Seeker's coming in, he's lost his teammate, Boostio's fallen.
What?
It's all on Demon 1! He's gonna stand tall on the first, does he get a second? He knows Leo, but he didn't expect Chronicle, he's fallen. Oh, but a quick catch from Boaster, gonna take Jorgamo down as well! And now Ethan and Com,
10 seconds left.
so far away, I don't think they can do anything about this one. Yeah, a couple of low HP players, or should I just say one? But this looks like 11 from Fnatic.
It's definitely, yeah, Com's even going to just try and hold on to the rifle, I think. Maybe even flank all the way through spawn, but Ethan, 46 HP. Don't really have a fighting chance versus 3 members of Fnatic tucked up close on site. Yeah, really strange. This almost feels like leading into the late round, EG have an advantage with an operator still anchoring towards A, but Boostio slipped into the smoke. He doesn't deal with the Seeker. He wants to remain unnoted, but then gets found by Leo. I'm not sure even if he makes a noise there, but another situation where there's 2 members of EG just not in complementary positions once again. Ah, well, you have your answer.
Starting to realize the pressure of this now, 11-9.
The frustration there from that death. Like I said, it's almost played in perfectly here with how late Demon 1 shows the operator to deal with the Seeker, but
Let's make some chaos.
Leo with a lucky break to open things up there.
The operator's out in the hands of Durka, claimed off the corpse. Jorgamo just hoping someone gives him that chance. Okay, they know there's someone working away here. Haven't seen much of Durka with that operator, but always a treat to see. Full kit to play with. Turn. Almost found there. You don't go back to that now.
Pull the rotation as well. You can see Demon 1 getting a little curious now through spawn. But no overcommitment yet, and actually Fnatic rotating across with the spike here in the hands of Boaster.
They'll take a lot of space from this. Only noting Ethan so far. Jorgamo's still in that corner. Demon 1 actually backing away from this.
Yeah, I'm curious. On the back of the Trailblazer should. Wall doesn't go up. It doesn't go up quick enough.
He's not dead yet. How's he still standing? And Ethan bails him out. Hold on, Ethan turns the flash. It ain't over yet. How much can one man do? Seekers try and stem the bleed here. Sights under scrutiny. 27 seconds. Support's on the way. They know where Fnatic are, but can they still deal with them here? A quick pivot potentially. Yeah, they're off. Spikes in the vent. It's going towards B.
Com could go huge here. He has a snakebite to slow things down as well.
Oh, massive work. 15 seconds. They've got to face the music. And they do. Back away again. They go. Boaster's still alive. But it's Ethan on the side, the man who held his nerve.
The bait!
It's perfect between Boaster and Leo. Making something out of nothing here. And now in the post plan we go. Boaster, Leo, one side. Com, Boostio, the other. One flash for Leo. That's all they got. Flash goes in, gonna find one, that's gonna be noted. Com creeping closer, Boaster on the side. Leo, the first fight, he's gonna see it. Boostio closing the gap. Oh, it's all now down to the 1v1. Leo on 25, Com on 30. All gonna go in, does he chase it down? Leo's tempted, he's got the shorty out. But time is starting to tick. And Com has to find him, Leo closing in. Has it,
Oh my God.
Com, the hero EG needed. Right down to the wire here. Oh, of course! Double digits for EG! We're going all the way here. 11 for Fnatic, 10 for EG.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
This back and forth.
Boaster's TP here is just
Oh.
timed to perfection.
God,
Just to
what an
make it
attempt.
even harder for Ethan to have a say in this 1v2. Like I said, Snakebite, a key piece of
Oh,
utility.
that was it just then, wasn't it? Just cut away from it.
Leo nearly has the perfect read here as well. Waits things out, anticipates the tap. So financially, actually, though, Fnatic still in somewhat of an advantage. Boaster's isolated a kill.
He's found
He just TP'd through.
Okay, that's a little unorthodox, but if it gets the job done, we don't question it. Oh no! Jorgamo's made a meal of it too! Fnatic given 2 freebies at the start here. Finding such success this early on, that could be 12 for Fnatic. Is it enough of a killing blow? You've got Demon 1 still left, Ethan and Boostio. 5 on the other side, no one really even taking masses of damage. Ethan feels that pressure, feels the strain, turns the flash, looks for 1. Can't even take down Chronicle. The site's now theirs. Fnatic keeping 5 standing. And that's surely got to be 12. Demon 1 knows it. Sudden gear shift and just audacious plays in middle.
EG once again caught off guard with the pace. We saw earlier on with Com and Boostio struggling to hold on to B site. This time around, Fnatic sweeping through mid. They're on the hunt as well. Want to punish the economy even further. Hit pretty early, actually. Leo and Chronicle will be the first to challenge. Leo first to fall.
Chronicle next. Also falls.
He is still really clean.
He's got quite nice aim. Durka. That's a different challenger. Otherwise, he's just turned into a 1v5 aim training. But the real deal of this is, Mike, Fnatic have made it 12, right? And that change of pace, that little bit of a different look through middle, this certainly helped. Oh, the flash.
Well, yeah.
Wow.
Didn't catch the flash. I saw the assist go through it, if that was a spam, but little pieces like that. To pull out here in like round 22, yeah, the buy is awful. There's 3 stingers, a judge, and a rifle in the hands of Demon 1. 1 away from the Blade Storm, and 2 away from the Showstopper as well.
But look at the odds as well. Fnatic have everything. Almost that final round. They've drawn it out this far. 12 to 10 though. Reality beckoning EG back down to earth. Fnatic making it to 12 here, but 1 more round. EG have been good at these rounds, but I'm not there yet. What do they do with this? How do they handle Fnatic now?
Orb actually retrieved here by Jorgaman. That's a big win early on here. To get away unscathed from that as well.
Smoke does go up to middle. Response there too.
This is a disgusting setup for the choke point on B though. The last time, completely negated by Durka blast packing in. So they have to hold them at the front door. Com set up for the Snakebite preemptively this time.
Lucio's going into it. Oh, the Seekers! So heads up from Fnatic. That's their brilliance that we know. But look at this, Com's found a little bit of room to work. That's Durka removed, and he's still on the site. Boasted to get back towards you. Back corner, Ethan's gonna trade out Leo. It ain't over yet, but maybe Chronicle, maybe not. Maybe it's Demon 1. He's got the knives out. A 2v2, Alpha and Chronicle, to try and get Fnatic across the line.
Oh my God!
He's trying to save them, but it's Alpha up against Demon now. Oh my good God! This guy is out of this world. El Diablo's dead, there's a new King of Hell. Demon 1. When EG needed him, stepped up.
A massive, massive round to keep EG in this map 3. Crisp as hell.
1 enemy remains.
You don't do this.
Oh my
I didn't even think he had the kill.
Oh my God.
I blinked and almost missed it, and they've almost broken Fnatic's buyback.
You could argue they have a Guardian, a Bulldog coming into this. Full utility though.
It's OT or it's GG, right? This is it. 1 away for Jorgamo on his ult. Quick start for Durka though. Straight up the guts, straight up middle. He's got a challenger here this time though. Ethan, the timing of that is divine, and he gets away with his life. Boaster wants to chase. Oh, Demon 1's waiting! Wanted to drag him down to the depths, but Boaster evades. Heads up to not overcommit there, but they're eyeing up that B site. Is this where they try and end?
Busio and Com will be tested once again. The Trailblazer actually reveal a little bit of information.
Good stall. Ethan's here now. Flash goes in. He's got a flash for himself as well. They know it now. Doesn't want to pressure that any further.
Leo's pretty far ahead of this time. I don't think he noticed yet. Alpha's fallen!
Now, 5v3. Boostio looking towards main, doesn't see it, but he does know the players on the way through Chronicle. Big punish on Boostio there. Com, are you serious? He's gone back to the same spot, and Leo's got him! The cross now! It has to be Ethan's domain, or Fnatic have given themselves a chance here. Spike in hand, that's in Chronicle's hands here. Smoke gonna go in, they waited patiently. Boaster drops down, Heal comes in, they're trying to get Chronicle back up to a better amount of HP.
Jogamo has a showstopper though.
Jogamo, but what do they do with this one? Smoke goes in, Demon 1 gonna go down, and he goes down! He's fallen! Sends it. Okay, that is the spike left loose. Now we're down to the 2v2. Ethan and Jorgamo up against Boaster and Leo.
He's still got a nade to stall as well, though.
15 seconds.
Ethan can play this slow.
Grenade sent. It sends him running. 10 seconds now. They're working on the clock here. Running it down so low. Boaster down at 64. Ethan going to spot the cross. But it's Leo's right. Jorgamo.
Oh my God!
Leo has taken Fnatic across the line. Incredible performance from Leo here.